Hello.
Hello. How you
Oh, that was a
doing?
bit confusing, wasn't it? Sorry,
Yeah,
people.
I did not expect. I was so confused. I was like, what?
And you could have unmuted yourself and you could have stopped all of that, but that's okay.
I was so.
You have
I'm sorry.
co-host-
I don't know. Huh?
No, that's okay. You have co-hosting rights, so you should be able to do everything that I do.
Oh, okay. So is that
So,
what that does? That ticking that?
yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. I'll just turn the music down a little bit because it might be a bit annoying to some people. Hello, everybody. What's
Hey,
happening?
I'm just gonna quickly get out of
Yes.
that tab. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pema, I think it is. Which intro were you talking about? The one that is this one, or the one that was introducing the live before? And the same for you, Kirsty. Just sharing it out. Just sharing it out. People won't be long. Hello, Mila. Mila, you're at work, are you? I had a job interview yesterday and it takes a positive outcome. I feel just don't forget, Pema. I'm not quite sure whether I've seen you here before, so just make sure that you follow both Locky's page and my page before you ask any questions. And we'll see how the donated readings go before we start doing any free readings. Hi, Sonia. How are you?
Sorry, I don't know. I thought it sounded like you were playing in the background, but I have no tabs open. It's good now.
I don't think it's the. I don't think it's the YouTube video I've got going.
Nah, it's all sweet now.
Okay. Are you talking about at where you are?
Yeah, I could hear it like there was
Oh,
playback a little bit, like in the background.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Like candlelight, it was nice. Hey, how you had the like candles going, flickering.
this one,
Yeah.
it is pretty, isn't it? I mean, we could leave that there like all night if we wanted to. Have ourselves in the corner over here, over this side.
Yeah.
I actually quite like it. It just feels nice and it just feels gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't have that up on the screen as well as the two of us. So
No, yeah.
where are we? Okay, Emma. Hi, Emma Tompkinson. How are you? Kirsty, oh, that candlelight was romantic. Yeah, it was romantic. I actually quite like it, Kirsty. I try and make it a little bit different at the very start. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Been talking to you. You've been talking to you, Avocado. Good for you.
Yes.
Tracy. Sonia, you will see, when you give it love, if you have a look up on YouTube, you will see any plant that gets given love and healing, that the vibration of that plant actually picks up and it starts responding to it. So, don't even. I mean, I can see your little giggly face there, and I know I was smiling, but seriously, it does work.
No, it does. It's they make frequencies and everything like. To like if you're negative to it, it like dies. Like
Yes.
if full on like they've been I think was it Mythbusters or something? There was someone that actually did it where they measured it all and stuff. It's like trees do talk, like in a way they communicate and stuff. Like yeah.
Absolutely.
I look at my plant and I like my avocado, my big one. I think the leaves are like all weird, and I'm thinking sometimes it looks like they're reaching out, like one leaf in particular. It's just, it looks alive and it's weird.
Aw.
I had to like prune my big one.
You did.
Yeah.
Then push out the center of it.
The center of it, I just cut off. Just above the things, and
Okay.
still alive.
Well, I'm sure it will be. I mean, it was a big thing for me to actually put mine in the soil today, as you know. Oh yeah, your poor little. I think it's going to. I think it's very sick. It doesn't look like something's going to happen to it. It looks like it was going and then it stopped. So people, if you see something weird going on this side of my face, it's just that I'm applying cream to it and it's making it look redder than it actually is. So don't stress about it. Don't worry too much about it. It's just there, and hopefully you can't see too much if I just sit back and don't show you too much. I'll look over this way.
When I first thought I thought you like must have face planted or something. I was like, what happened? Like, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I had a few people that said that to me today. It looks like you face planted, and I said, no, it's just the cream that I've got going on that helps bring back. It helps bring out stuff out of my skin.
I haven't face planted in years. Touch wood.
Oh my god!
I hate when you actually like slam your face in the ground. That's the worst.
It's funny. It's funny when you say it, but not when you do it. I've done it a little while ago, a long while ago. Actually, no, the last time I face planted, I think I was on the netball court outside on the bitumen, and that hurts. I've got my knees and my face, and that really sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, people, don't forget, if you would like a reading tonight, just pop your donation through. I'm going to put a link. Locky's going to do a bit of chatting in a minute. I'm going to put a link at the bottom of the chat where you guys are down the bottom there, and that will give you the link for those of you who don't have it, and you will get both readers tonight. So just pop your donation through if you don't have long, or you want to be at the top of the list. Pop it through now. Yes, it is, Sarah. That's it. That's exactly what it is. I thought it was F for ducks, actually, but F for dicks is, well, let's just say F for ducks, shall we? Sounds a little bit better than the other one. But yes, that's what it is. So my dermatologist gives it to me to help clear out what's underneath the skin. Locky, it's up to you. I'm just gonna pin something.
How is everyone? Hey, Wendy. Hey, Joshfina. I can never say that right. I hate.
You said it right.
I did. No, I always feel wrong. I hate getting people's name wrong. Culture killer. I did it on my chest. Does it hurt? Like.
No. You talking about me?
No, Sarah said Oucha killer. I did it on my chest.
Well, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all, but it's very itchy when it starts to get better. I'm not allowed to touch it, which is worse.
How is everyone? Who's in the background? Oh, that's what Mum's a family friend went camping or something and had a rhinoceros beetle attack him. And bit her lip, and the thing went through and everything. Yeah, like full on.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Hope all is well. Life's good. It's my background's. I haven't got my background on because the room kind of flooded, but getting that.
Through no fault of your own, though. Through somebody else.
Nah. Hey, Margaret. How you doing? It's hot where I am. It's like ridiculous.
You said it was about 40.
It felt like it. The car said it today. I'm not sure if it was accurate, but it freaking felt like it. Like it was heat. I walked into Coles and I felt my sweat dry. It was that like, hot and cold, but.
I don't think I could. I don't like 40 degrees. I'm a hermit at the best of time, but I'm a very, very, very bad hermit when it comes to that temperature. I get frustrated. I'm getting frustrated now. Why, Margaret? Why are you getting frustrated? Hi, Caroline. Lucky, hope you're both well. I've pinned that comment here, so please just pop the donation through if you want an in-depth reading, and I will mark you down. We will mark you down. What's going on, Margaret? Why are you getting frustrated? Are you not being listened to at the moment?
It's really hot. Sorry, it's like I don't have a fan in here. Jeez.
You've got nothing in there, Locky.
Open a window. I'm gonna have to open a window.
Yes, please do that. It was only 30 here and still have an aircon on. Yeah, it was actually quite warmish today here. And then I had somebody come over a little while ago to pick something up, and they said my house was hot, but it didn't feel like it was hot to me. Maybe because I'd been sitting in it all day.
Yeah. The window was already open.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It's like right there too. It's just hot. It's like humidity last night was at like 98 or something percent. So it was hot, like to the point.
Whoa.
I remember just going into my room and just sweating, and I was like, holy shit, like it is hot. Humidity wise, like
you know you can get those fans from Kmart, don't you? Just the ones that are on a stand, and you can just
yeah. I don't know. It's just not always this hot. Like it hasn't been always this hot, but is it worth it now? Like it's gonna start getting cold soon.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
so it's just
Well, not as cold as you won't get really cold there. We get terribly cold here though.
That's annoying. Hopefully when we move we can get somewhere that's like freezing cold. Like I want it to snow. I want to be somewhere where it snows winter, but it's like.
But it's not good for your body. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your body.
I like it. Like
really?
The cold.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. Well, I get over it by the time winter's finished, but I do like the whole cold. Yeah, but yeah, I do. I even at the snow, like I loved it when I went to the snow. It keeps good.
Can I have a card, please? Oh my God, I've got two fans going. It was 30 here. Still have an aircon going. Sonia, it shouldn't be that hot still. No, it shouldn't be, but we're getting over that now, and I think things are going to get back to normal. I think what we all need to remember that the Earth has cycles as well, and sometimes they don't fit what we believe the cycles should be. It has its own agenda. You know, yes, we make it worse by what we do to it, but that's how it sorts itself out.
Yeah, no, it is here. It's actually, this is probably hotter than it was in summer. This today, like worse. It feels like it's been one of the worst days in summer here too.
Yeah, well, it's 16 degrees here at the moment, so it's not too bad. I can handle that. I mean, it feels.
Wait till you get down to 8 and 6 and 4s.
Yes. I know, and then I'm not going to want to go outside at all after that.
You got to bring your Avo inside, I reckon.
It's out on the front table at the moment because it gets a lot of, how can I say it? It picks up the morning sun and it gets a little bit of the afternoon sun. So I'll just put it in the shade.
Yeah, sweet. It'll go good.
I hope so.
How is it like when did you planted it this morning, didn't you?
No, after my massage.
True. Check it after the live and see how it is. If it looks like it's still alive, then you're probably doing right. If not, the leaves would have started to look.
Oh, if it doesn't look all right, I'm taking it right back out of that pot and I'm putting it back in the water.
Oh no, you'll be right. You'll see it struggle for like probably a day or two where it's just
okay.
But it'll be all right.
Okay, so does anybody want a reading? What's happening here, guys? Would anybody like an in-depth reading? Maybe we can just have, let's see what comes through. If anybody has any questions, please share us out to a public group. One that I haven't actually shared it out to would help. So if you're in a group that you don't think anybody else will be coming from, please share us out to that and then ask your questions. So I'll give you all a couple of minutes to do that. My old Avo was 5 years. Why did people call it Avos?
Ever.
It's
That's
ad.
what.
It's advocado. Advocado. Avo was 5 years old. It takes a few days and it's just time to no water. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's what Lockie said to me, Kirsty. That's what he said. Just saturate it for when I put it in there, and then don't feed it any water. Let it dry out a little bit before I feed it again. Shared. Call it.
I call it yeah.
Lockie calls it that as well. I don't get it. It's an avocado. ADVO. Advo.
Smashed ever. Yeah. See, yeah. That's what I was. Oh, I made schnitzel the other night, and I really planned to put like smashed avo on top, just because like yum.
Yeah.
And I was wanting that for like a solid week, and I just didn't end up doing it. I forgot like while I was doing it. I was like, how did I forget like avocado? Like that's.
That's nice when you mix it with the taco sauce.
Is it?
Oh yes.
Oh
It's
wait,
like,
yeah, well, yeah.
Guacamole, is that what you call it?
Guacamole or something?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes. And yes, Sonia, I'm the grammar queen. All right. I am the grammar queen. Remember that. I was really good at school. I was a spelling bee queen. One word I couldn't get. What was it? Refrigerator. I think that was the word that got me.
Refrigerator.
Yes.
He's
not even going to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to know if I'm right or wrong now. So it's just.
It's really hard. It's really hard to figure out how to spell it. Hang on, I can't even remember it actually. And don't anybody Google it. I want you to just tell me what you think, how you spell refrigerator. It's very funny. It got me. Seriously got me. I thought I was right because you spell it differently when it's shortened. Oh, all right, smart asses. Well, I remember I was only 9. I wasn't a goody two shoes.
Am I the other one that thought it had a D? I thought refrigerator.
No, it has a fridge. A fridge it's got a D in it, but when you say refrigerator, it has no D in it.
Oh, whoops.
That's exactly what happened to me when I was a kid. I thought fridge, FRIDG, and I spelled it as in refrigerator, and it's got no D in it.
Oh, okay.
Spelling bee. Yes, forgive them for when I was. Yes, I know. But yeah, I don't know why. I have a thing for English, so if I see something spelt wrong, I always pick it up. And please, forgive me because when I do my stuff online, sometimes I write does DUZ. It's just because I talk so much online. It's just easier than doing DS, etc., etc.
We've gotten lazy with the language, English language. It's like everyone's slacking off.
Yes.
And like I still can't believe they don't. Like I am shocked they don't teach cursive at school anymore. Like running, like why?
I don't know. I think it's gorgeous. I love it.
That's how I always write. Like like that. It's just easier. I find it's quicker and easier. Like I don't know.
Doesn't or does. DUZ, Wendy. DUZ. And see, Joshfina, I don't know whether that's being spelt like that in a different language, but we spell fridge over here in Australia FRIDGE. I didn't like the school.
I didn't like school either. I went to Wallsend High, and that was the most dodgiest. Well, not the dodgiest, but God, like it's horrible.
I went to one high school and it was just I hated it. I literally hated it. So when my mum and my stepdad got together, I actually had to shift schools, and it was one of the best moves that they could have made for me. I just absolutely loved the move. I loved the new school. It was just, it was really good.
We had to sing at one of my schools I went to. We had to sing the In the Jungle song, "The Lion Sleeps Tonight," or whatever. We had to sing that every assembly. I thought that's weird, like thing to do, but like it positive vibes. Does that make sense? Like it really lifted, it raised energy, I would say, but it was very odd to be singing that song at school assembly every week. Weird.
I just have to shift my. I don't know why it's not happening here at the moment.
It is so hot.
Do you need to move rooms?
I don't know. I haven't really got anywhere else. It's all right.
Are you in the kitchen area?
I might go. Open up some doors and stuff.
Yes, yes, go for it.
Real hot.
I'm just playing with the lighting here on my live, guys, because I'm a little bit dark by the look of it, but I don't want to look too light either. So hopefully that is a little bit better than what it was. Cursive will be the new SOS signal. How do you mean, Wendy? I mean, I'm reading what you're saying, but I'm not quite sure what I mean, what it means by that. I didn't see that, Sonia. I'll have to ask him when he comes back. Locky, Sonia wants you to tell me what happened to Barb. Oh, yes, that was about the thing that bit her. Okay. Oh, thank you, Helen. That was a background that I bought. I think it was about 1.5 years ago now, and I just absolutely love it. I have no idea why the lights shine like that. I really don't, because they're only the fairy lights on the bottom and the top, like up there as well. Okay, so I don't know why it actually comes up like that. Nobody will be able to understand cursive. Your background is beautiful. We sang the school song, right? Yeah, I don't even remember what we did at school for that. I just remember sitting out in the on the bitumen where the netball courts were and the basketball courts were, and we had to get out there in the morning, and it was so hot already, and sit on the bitumen while they spoke and sat on their high horses on a chair. Oh, hello, you know, that annoyed me. But anyway, never mind. I love it too. All right. Okay. Did you open up everything?
Yeah. Yeah. There's no breeze. It's just humid. I hope it rains. Like, surely it's going to rain within the next day or two. Surely. Like, that's what's good about Brisbane.
Bring it in.
Do a rain dance.
We had some rain last night. I don't know how long it was on for, but there was definitely rain here last night. Not that it did much, but anyway, never mind. All right, guys, let's get into this. We've been going for nearly half an hour and we haven't done anything. Yes, Locky, get a spray bottle.
I don't want to be sitting there dripping wet from the yeah, weird.
Okay, all right. Yes. Okay, so if you have a question, people, we will do very short answers. So please pop your question in until we get some donations through, and then we will start doing the donated list. Hi, Holly. How are you? So don't forget a question if you've got one, and if Locky finds anything or sees anything that needs to come through, he'll tell
Holly's
you.
name was really standing out to me. Just really really standing out to me. And I don't know why, but I keep seeing like flowers, like a flower, and I keep feeling like it's a sunflower, but I'm not too sure because I just feel like it's a yellow flower. So I just want to say yellow flower. So, and there is like a spirit that's around you. There definitely is, and they're just really. How would I explain what they're doing? When I think of her name, they pull me off. Like my mind will. I don't know how to explain it. Slam shut. Is that how you explain it? But they're there talking to me, but specifically showing me this door shutting. Like my mind is just, and it's I can't think and I can't. So I don't know what's going on there. Sorry, I just have to.
No, it's okay. She says she grows sunflowers.
Okay. So there's a spirit around, and it must be trying to contact you, and you may be like ignoring it unintentionally. But there's a spirit around you that's just. I would say that's getting your attention, ignoring it. That makes sense. Okay, so I feel like that's where they're saying sunflowers. They must love you, like sunflower gardens and stuff. So this is like a male energy that's around Holly, and they're being very like. What do you say? What would you do when a like shuts you off completely? But that's the message. Like that's you know what I mean? Like
You're just slamming the door. You're like, you're not listening, and I'm not going to tell you any more information. That is that what you mean? That's coming through for you.
that's what it's like. But he's there.
Yes.
He's really, really there. But just making my mind completely blank is what he's showing me. Does that make sense? Showing
Maybe he doesn't want you to know, but yeah.
Yeah, he's there and he likes the sunflowers, and you know, I feel like one thing that would. Okay, so that's another thing I seen earlier. Sorry, it's sometimes we're blinded by the. Okay, so imagine I seen it in my like star sign horoscope, and I just felt I need to say this: is the sun is like blinding, but it's a good thing. Does that make sense? So I feel like right now you may be blinded by what's being good, like what's coming good. Sorry, there's so much stuttering this. I don't know what it is.
Sounds to me like Holly needs an in-depth reading.
Yeah, I feel because it's just boom, like bits and slams. Sorry, but like, why is it just
open, shut, open, shut, open, shut?
Yeah, open, shut, open. Like I can't actually, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blinded by the light.
Wendy says that, blinded by the light.
Yeah, it is. Like it's, yeah.
Okay, so Holly, if you'd like more information about this, perhaps we can expand on this for you if you want an in-depth reading. So does anybody else have any questions? There are a number of you sitting in the background. Hey, Jamie, how are you, sweetheart? Are you good? Good morning. It's actually evening here. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. Is there anybody else there that would like any messages to come through for them? I'm writing, and it's morning. Good for you. Good for you, Jamie. Do you actually write it on the internet or do you write it on paper? Just wanted to sleep all weekend. Just want to sleep all weekend. Then sleep, Margaret. There's lots of things happening this weekend. I believe tomorrow is some sort of big date for a portal, or for not a portal so much, but there's a lot of stuff going on with the sun. So you need to make sure that you rest, Margaret. Just rest as much as you can. I think we all feel for some reason that if we're not busy all the time, that there is something wrong with us, and we just need to make sure that we don't overdo it. Sorry, I have to get my pen. Where is it? No, the book is on Google Docs, so I can share it with those helping me with the writing process. Okay, all right. So, Jamie, plug it away here if you want. Put it in the comments. Tell them what you're writing about, and I'll pop it up on the screen for you. Pardon me. We just got it, Jamie. Jamie, we just got it, Helen. So we'll be with you in a second. Where's Andrew? I didn't see Andrew. Andrew, are you hiding in the background there? Somebody said hello to you. So say hello. Don't just hide in the background, people. Come and say hello. There he is. It's a big test. So place of watching. Stay in your own lane. Yes. Holly Watson. I got your donation, Holly. So Wendy says 19th March is big. So test yourself by watching your rest and stay in your own lane. Absolutely, and I agree with that, Wendy. Everybody needs to stay in their own lane. It's very important that we don't judge each other. Right? Just do what your body needs to do at the moment. I think you paid PAL. Yeah, I got it, Holly. So Jamie says she's writing a book on psychology of the severely abused children. So foster and adoptive parents can help them. The book is also is to teach and educate parents on how to protect their children from predators. Not project. To protect their children from predators. So Jamie is another one of these people that has had went through quite a huge ordeal when she was growing up. And she's very, very strong person now because of it. It must have been so traumatic for her. And she also supports the anti-child trafficking that I send all of my donations to. So, Jamie's got this. She's just so clever at what she does. She's called the Dark Phoenix, and she's just a really good medium. So if anybody wants to go to her, I might just grab her page. Where are you? The Dark Phoenix. So you'd have to go into this group and go in there to join. You won't be disappointed. So that's Jamie's group. If you want to go in there, it's called the Dark Phoenix. Jamie is a warrior of all warriors. Absolutely, she is, Margaret. I can't wait for the book. Sonia, I can't wait for the book either. I'm going to be the first one to get it if that's at all possible. Good morning, Misty. How are you? How you doing? All right. Okay. So, does anybody have any quick questions that they want answered before I go into the first reading for Helen? You will be the first one to get it. Go, Jamie. Thank you so much. Let us know if you have a very quick question that you would like answered, guys. Misty, what's going on with you? Why do I get the feeling that things are not okay? Why do I get the feeling that that something is going on around you that you're not really happy about? And as much as you try to ignore it, it's still happening around you.
Hey.
And I see your beautiful face. I'm doing well. I hope you are well. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Misty. But what's happening with you? I don't understand why they're showing me. They're just showing me a little bit of chaos going around, and they're showing me like you moving around the house at like speed, lightning speed, and it's like you can't stop. It's not a feeling of anxiety, although it could be a mixture of that and frustration. So whatever's going on around you, they're asking you to breathe. Oh.
Mm. It's okay.
That was a question, by the way.
Yeah.
Locky. Writing books on you, Jamie. I said it would be therapeutic. Yes.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, Misty, I won't hang around for your for your answer. Oh, there we go. Well, I departed a best friendship 6 weeks ago. Okay, so okay, it just feels chaotic, Misty. It feels like I'm kind of sitting in a lot of energies at the moment with you, and I'm not necessarily sure I like a few of them, but and the other one that I'm. Other than that, you're well. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just leave that for the time being, I think. All right. So Helen Bergen, are you here? We've got a couple of donated readings to do, Locky. One for Helen Bergen, and the other one for Holly that you started doing before about sunflowers. So
Yeah.
we'll just do Helen first.
Yep. Sorry, I was just.
Hello, Radha. How are you? And there she is. So, Helen, do you have any particular areas that you would like to have a reading on? Okay, they don't want me to use that deck. They want me to use a different deck, which is weird.
Sorry, that was stressful. Helen, is this? Yeah.
Now, I don't use this particular deck very much, so I'm going to have to refer to my little book for. But this particular card is also talking about some sort of chaos. It's like a massive storm has taken over the forest, and this particular card here, if you can see it there, the trees are whipping backwards and forwards in this particular photo. You can't see it, but that's what it's being shown as. And it's saying that it acknowledges potential chaos for the need. I can't get my words out, Helen. What's going on? All right.
I was just
What's
saying
going
that
on?
there's a lot of energy around her that's very blocking. Does that make sense? Very.
Yeah.
It's like a wall around her of chaos in a sense. But I also see
Yeah.
pulled the timid card, which to me shows that is like a learning process, and
Yeah. It's a weird energy, and I mean, I was picking it up with Misty as well before. But what the book is saying is, it says spiritual chaos allows for disillusion of outmoded beliefs, so expansive, energetic life force energy that can fill your life. If you are experiencing upheaval right now, know that the underlying energy is restorative. Embrace that. Embrace it rather than denying or suppressing it. They're saying that you're being healed on all levels. Good night, Misty. I hope you have a better sleep now that you've woken up. They're telling me if you need to put some music on, go to the beach or listen to some very soft music. But Helen, you're and for some reason, they were telling me that tonight was going to be more about people's spiritual growth than about anything else that's happening in their life at the moment. So if I head off towards the spiritual side of anybody's readings tonight, it's for a reason. So they're asking you to take the time and find a calm place for you to sit yourself down in, all right? Because they want you to understand that the chaos, it's actually beneficial for you, and you can grow through this. They want you to understand that, and also, Helen, I don't know whether you're a creative person, but they're telling me that there's a lot of creative energy that you've got in and around you that you're not diving into, that you could actually dive into. Um, if you're not feeling the chaos around the house or around you, but you are feeling, it's weird. It's a weird feeling. It feels like it's chaos, but it also feels like what Lockie said, stuck energy. Like it feels like you've built a wall around yourself. Just let us know if this is resonating with you, Helen.
I don't know how to explain that wall, because
Yeah.
when I say wall, it feels wrong as well. It's just this thing.
Okay. All right. So you actually feel like you can't find time on your own, Helen, because I'm picking up that you do need to find time on your own. It's like, when I see time on your own, I see you coming out of your house, sitting in your car just for a bit of peace. So
That's like,
wherever
sorry, the way I'm saying is like she's walking from a lounge room or something to a kitchen and
yeah,
bang, running into kids or
yeah,
something, and it's like,
yes,
and it's just, when you get so tense in your body, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it
yeah,
doesn't mean to do that, but you just
get
get that
out of
itch in
my
your
face.
body,
Yeah,
like, I'm so
yeah,
over this noise. And then, that's how I'm seeing it. Like, it's sensory overload right now, in a way. And it feels like it's definitely blocking some type of energy for her
yeah,
to keep
yeah.
things flowing her way. It's kind of disrupted that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Helen, how long have they been there for? Because I'm just picking up that you do need to have a bit of respite from this. It's like it's really hard for you, and I know I said to you before that it felt like chaos, but I've got these two cards here: the spirit, storm spirit, which is chaos, and then I've got another card here asking you to that you need to be in nature somewhere. You need to reflect. You need to be sitting still. And I see her dipping her feet in water. So you need to get out and you need to be by yourself for a little while. Um, and invite your team in, invite your spiritual team in to help you through this. Over a year. So has it been a year, or are they going to be there for a year? Oh my God, that's just such a massive change, Helen. That's a lot. All right, so for that first card that I got, this Storm Spirit, the Chaos card, this one here, the tail end of this particular meaning, it says, shred outmoded thinking and self-imposed blockages. Tear down the walls, Lockie. Tear down the walls of self-imposed limitations. Step into chaos and embrace it rather than trying to suppress it. Do the unexpected. So they're asking you to change the way that you're thinking about the chaos that is happening around you.
They've been here that long. Sorry,
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. So yeah, and that is something that's really hard to do, to actually um, move into the chaos and join the chaos, because sometimes, whether we like it or not, it's one of the best things to help us move through it by joining in the chaos.
It's like also what I said before, blinding by the light to someone else.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
another situation, like maybe frustrating and chaotic, but in all, it might be filling some part of you never knew you needed to be filled. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh crap, like, and maybe one day when they go, you're like, oh crap, like it's kind of quiet now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
She's
it's filling something that she might not realize needs to be filled. And that's where I got like, being together in a sense fulfills like this energy in you. See, like, do you see how that it fulfills her energy? It fulfills
yeah.
her core being around these people. And this card's peaceful and number 20, but I'm more looking at the picture, and that's where you know, being around those people is peaceful, but like I do sense there's going to be. So I do for Helen. I feel like the reason why I feel like right now she is getting that frustrated. Like this is where it's starting to just get very, very, very full on. If that makes sense. Like it's just like but I like because it benefits you in so many ways. I feel like life's going to throw you experiences where you can go and have time by yourself in like a better way, if that makes sense. More that like I mean going away even like I'm seeing like if you can go away for even just 2 days, a day, a night, like
Yes, yes.
you know, it doesn't matter. But I'm seeing I feel like a lot of moments like these are gonna happen because, you know, she will at the moment I kind of feel like even though it's chaotic, I feel like her family and everything, there's a lot of reason to why they're there, if that makes sense. Like, it's like, sorry, and it just got.
Good for you, Helen. You do need to get away,
Yeah.
and I know you feel like you've lost control of your house, and that is exactly what it feels like when we have people coming back in, and you've had that stillness. You know this card that before that I showed you, you had that stillness before, and you know, and now it feels like it's just pure chaos.
Mm,
But in that chaos, they want you to find love. Right?
mm,
They want you to immerse yourself into that chaos, because sometimes, just sometimes, you will be pleasantly surprised
mm,
by the pure. Um, I know in the moment of the chaos is what they're saying to me. Uh,
mm,
and that doesn't mean all the time, Helen, because you know I don't see you as the sort of person that is a chaotic person anyway. I just see that that if you joined the chaos just for a little while and just didn't worry about the other shit, the other stuff that you had before, like oh my god, you know, I can see you sitting around there saying, I just want my house back to myself, I just want my house back. The more you ask that, the more you invite that in, the less you're going to get that for the time being. All right, you have to join the chaos in order to be able to move past this, because it's going to be there for a little while longer. So they're saying join in
mm,
and make as much fun as you possibly can when you can.
mm-hmm. I feel like in the end, this is all really going to just give her like the cards that I pulled were timid, peaceful, strength, and like
Yep,
motivated. So it's
yep,
like at the end of all this, it's enlightenment. That's what you would say. Like it comes to
yes.
that. Like I do sense, and that's why it's going on for so long because it. The more it goes on, the more this enlightenment's going to be, you know, bigger. Does that make sense? The more that
Yeah.
that's growing, you're going to feel it even more as it happens. But I feel like I don't know if it makes sense. If this is going to make sense, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. But I can't hear my thoughts. Well, that's the best way to hear it. I can't hear my own thoughts because it feels like there must be so much noise or something where I feel
Yes.
so chaotic where I can't hear my own thoughts and I'm screaming in my head, but I can't hear it. You know, it's just so loud.
But
Like,
and that's what grandkids do. She's actually said, where are she? My grandkids always drag me into it. Um,
mm,
so yeah, just
mm,
let it go, because you know once they're gone, believe it or not, I think you'll miss that chaos.
yeah, same. Even though it's so like, and I know like I don't know. There's moments I know how frustrated it'd be being because I'm now out living by myself with my partner. But like,
Yeah.
if I had to, I remember sharing with people and stuff, and I hated that with family and not like you know you felt I don't know sharing a house is full on like you know I
Oh,
yeah
it is. Absolutely it is.
mm,
And, you know, even when I have my grandkids over here, I love them to death when they come over, but, you know, it's really nice as a grandparent to be
mm,
able to give them back. you know.
Yes.
And that's not being mean. I love them to bits. They're just an extension of my children. I fucking adore them. But it's just really nice for me at my age to be able to give them back. And Helen, you can't do that at the moment because you're stuck. You're stuck with them for the next year. Yes, but it won't take me long to get over meeting them. I
You
know.
just need one visit and you'll be like, oh, that's right. Like,
I'm just going to drop into your energy just a little bit. Before I drop into a different part of you, Helen, they're just saying to me to remember to be flexible here. The more flexible you are, the easier this whole next year is going to be. All right? Just be flexible.
with all this going on, in all around like Helen, this core energy that she's got this energy glowing from her core, and I just feel like she's opening up a lot. Like it's expanding. Like she's enlightening. Like enlightenment is like what you said earlier, but like the core, even like you can see in this image that they've got the like core, and that looks like a moon if you look close enough. But the core energy, I just feel is being like opened, released. I don't know. It just feels like I'm gushing energy out of my core, if that makes sense. So I just feel like this is, yeah. Sorry, I got to figure it out. It's a new life for like Helen, because I'm saying it's like rebirth. You know what I mean? And right now, it's like the best way to explain it. What's going on right now is like you're in the womb developing, and then once you're born, it's like rebirth. And that's how I see Helen being right now, is like a rebirth at the end of this. It's kind of like she's just really awakening and snapping into her inner self. Does that make sense? Releasing this energy that's been like tucked away for so long, and just really expanding her growth spiritually, if that makes sense as well.
It does make sense, Locky, because I was just moving into the spiritual side of this for her, and it's just saying that that my guides are just saying there's a reason why we've pushed while you're with your family at the moment. There's a reason why they're coming into your home, because they want to get you out of that safe zone. They want you to get out of that normal, that comfort zone that you've built for yourself, that wall that you've put around yourself. They want you to move out of that. They want you to get out, and they want you to find people that are on your frequency, so that you can adapt, so that you can have your own life while your kids are there, while your grandkids are there.
Because she could go for a drive or something, or just go somewhere with scenery and listen to music and just jam out. I just see her jamming out, like letting loose at, like, when you just jam out in the car and you don't even think of anything, just jamming out, daydreaming. And I feel like a lot of Helen could get into that. And I feel she's putting like a stop to the chaos. Like this is, I'm seeing this as chaos at the moment, and I see you putting your hand down and just stopping it, like, and controlling it, if that makes sense, and making it balanced and whole. So I feel like she's going to, things are being made at this moment. It's like you're working on things at this very moment. Not only you, but you said earlier they're looking for a new house and everything. I feel like everything is in motion, but it's still going to take time for,
See, Margaret, just take care of yourself, Margaret. They're talking to me about you being able to reach new heights of feeling some sort of stability within yourself. And I want you to look at the picture that I've got for you, Helen, out of this card, because it's showing you underneath a beautiful tree, and it's just lit up, and she's just so like it just feels right. Just have a look at this card. It's Earth Spirit Stability card. I'll see if I can get it to focus. She's sitting under a tree, and she's just in that zone. She feels stable. She feels like she belongs. She feels like she's got it all together. And that's what they're asking you to do through this. You know, that you can transform through this. Okay.
And renewed and the butterfly, and that's how I was seeing it was transforming.
Yes. So look at that. Yeah. You know, we're in different parts of the country here in Australia, so you can't get much better than that. So
and how I was seeing it was that is her probably now during this chaos and that like transformation into that bigger butterfly, like crazy.
You will get through this. It might seem like it's insurmountable for you at the moment, Helen, but my guides are saying you have that strength of character. And even though there are some days you just want to hide away, and you said before that you spend a lot of time in your room away from them, I get that completely, because it's got to be hard. It's got to be so hard. Like, get me away from any sort of chaos. That's my idea of a beautiful life. I don't do chaos all that well. And when I am in chaos, I tend to sit back and watch how things unfold rather than joining in on the chaos. So, you know, my guides are saying to me that I could also learn a lot from what I'm telling you.
I just got... Sorry, I couldn't really hear what you were just saying until you just said, I've got to listen to what I'm saying as well. And I heard that and I was just thinking, I need to listen to what I'm... So,
Yeah.
So, and I feel like we need to breathe. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I actually thought about that before, and I do say that a lot to people. We do need to breathe through this. You know, just take that breath. I'm used to living alone, so it's been hard. Absolutely, Helen, I could not agree more. Right, it is so hard.
I haven't had anyone come to my house to stay overnight for ages, and I couldn't imagine the energy it would take to have to like host for them. Like you feel.
Well, now I know why I'm not welcome up there.
No, I told you are.
I'm only joking.
No, but like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just have to put on that like hosting.
Well, for
like,
breakfast, I want eggs and bacon. All right, and then for lunchtime, I would like some pies, and then for dinner, I'll roast, a slow roast. That means that you have to be spending time.
We have 3 in the freezer. We have 3 roasts in the freezer.
There you go. See, that's 3 nights of cooking.
Yeah, we didn't really. But with all the cards that I'm getting as well, it's like when you blessed and belonging, and I'm seeing it all as just everything that's blessed and belonging, you know, all this light is definitely what's to come out of this. I feel that.
Card number 12. Let me have a look at this, guys, because this is the end of your reading from me, Helen. This card is called Change card, which is why am I having so much trouble here? What I want you to notice is the dragonfly here, okay? And it says the card is letting you know that it's all right to change directions. It's okay to change your mind. You don't need to be consistent at every turn. It is the time to put the oh my God, see, I'm still struggling to find the words here, and I'm reading it basically from the book. I'm still struggling to find the words, so you know my mind is basically all over the place with all of this chaos. So just bear with me, because they're telling me I need to read this for you, Helen. This is a time to put the conditions and the expectations of others aside. Instead, you are called to create your own traditions. You are free to express yourself and let your spirits fly. Dragonflies are acrobats of the sky. Not only can they fly backwards, but they also fly up. Oh, I didn't know that. They fly upside down and turn 360 degrees. And while looking graceful, and also they do this while they're looking graceful. I did not know that they could do that sort of thing. Dragonfly spirit urges you to take on her same fearless daring. Go beyond predictable behavior. So get out there, woman. Get the fuck out of the house and like what you've been doing and just start getting into doing different things. Get out of that predictable behavior. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. And it can't be done that way, Helen. It has to change. While you can't control the outcome, the exact circumstances of your life, you can control what meaning you give to them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. Dragonflies are ancient, taking in the skies 300 to 350 million years ago. They are adaptable. They've been adaptable through the millennia, and they've survived with many creatures. They master the change, and they're wanting you to remind yourself that you are the master of your change. So please, change it up, woman. Just change it up. And breathe.
Helen, I just got two things that I wanted to say. I wanted to like homework in a way. I would love if you could like write down like the elements: so earth, fire, water, air. Is that all? Earth, fire, water, air. There's only 4. Isn't that 5 elements?
I thought so. You just keep going and I'll see if I can find it.
I would say to write down the elements and do an activity that represents that element. So with earth, I would say one thing you could do with earth is like gardening or going to a sunflower field, something like that, something earthy. And I don't know why, but I want you to do activities, one activity for each element. Does that make sense? That you would find grounding. So water would be obviously something near water, something to do with water, an activity as in go to the aquarium, something like that, and fire would be, I would do that as like campfire or a fire in your backyard, roasting marshmallows or something like that. I just keep seeing wind. So, and even wind, like, you can, there's so many things that you can do with wind, and think extreme. If you think extreme, do extreme. So when I thought wind, I instantly thought of those, like, I would never do it personally. I just feel too big and I feel like I'd fail. Is the indoor skydiving or something. That's wind, like you're under a big fan. I don't know why, or like go up high where, wind, hot air balloon. I don't know, well, it's not wind, I don't know, but fly a kite. I don't know, something to do with wind. I'm just seeing the elements, if you can please do that. And I'm not sure if you write, but I just seen the vision of someone holding your hand while you were writing. So I see that as automatic writing. And I feel like if you could just write down, one thing I'm seeing it is write it like you're having a conversation to someone. Write hi, and then write your intuitive response. Yes. Does that make sense? That's how I'm seeing it, because that's how they're holding her hand writing for her. So in the book, write to yourself intuitively, if that makes sense. That's how I'm seeing it. That was the type of homework that I do journal. Yeah, so that's another thing.
It's a different way, Helen, of doing your journaling. So try having a conversation with yourself and writing it down and see what happens.
And if at first you feel like you're just talking shit, you're just writing conversation to yourself, keep going and keep asking random things, because then you'll realize your responses are getting more not yours, if that makes sense. Like you'll start realizing, wait, this is something like a better, obviously your protection, higher self, the highest good, but like you realize that it's not you really responding, it's something for your highest good. And I feel that would be really beneficial for you. But around the elements, please try to do that. Like, you don't have to rush it. Take your time, but try conquer something that represents an element. Everything, you know. So I feel like that's a very grounding process to work through the element. I don't know why. I see it very grounding for her. It will be a very good experience. I see.
And it's something that she can just take her. She can remove herself from, you know, by not being around the children. And they're showing me a set of headphones. So maybe this is something that you can do. Like you can do it to music. Listen to different sounds other than your family in the background. Okay, Helen. I think that's about all they're giving me at the moment. I don't know about Locky, but I'm pretty sure that's done for me.
Yeah, the main thing is just I do feel this is all a process where you are going to end up a bigger, better version of yourself in the long run.
Yep.
And it's going to just, the relief is, the longer it's happening for, the better the relief is going to be in the end. And also, yeah, what I said earlier would be to, you know, change, you know, do the element thing and some automatic writing. That's, yeah, just feel that will, and some music for sure. Like, I just feel that will definitely help unwind things other than everything else that's going on.
Sorry, what's going on? Somebody's got something wrong with one of their ears, and it's my right ear that's giving me, it's annoying me. It's almost like it's hurting. It's not on the inside of my ear, it's on the outside. And I don't know what it is, but I need to touch it. Who's got something wrong with their ear, guys? Somebody's got something wrong with their ear. Okay. Holly, the sunflower lady. Hi, Becky. How are you?
That's a cool photo.
Tap out, yeah. Yes.
I do want to say, I thought this before the live, and I don't know why, but I pick up a lot before the live that I know I should mention. When you're saying right ear, I kept looking at my right, and for the first time in ages, I realized I had a mole cut off my ear, and they said it's going to be out of shape. It's going to look like half the ear's been taken. And I noticed that today, but it's my right ear. But I was really drawn to my right ear and up the top. Like, see how...
That's where it hurt. That's where I'm feeling it.
That's more curvy than that side. That's got like
a
big...
You can't tell.
It's hard. It's barely bare minimum. You can only see when you're really just like, oh, wait, that uneven shape. But it's true about someone's ear, because I was just looking at that area at the very top. Up here is where I had the mole too. So I feel... Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so I'm getting a few people acknowledging this as well in the comments. So you know, it will ease up. It's starting to go, and you know, Sonia, you said you had psoriasis on the right side of your ear this morning. I'm feeling like it's just on the inside of the earlobe. Sorry, right at the very top, not on the outside. You know, it felt dry. It felt like I had to. You saw me before do that, but anyway, yeah, I'm not quite sure that it feels like an ear infection, Beck, but you know, it's very possible that it could turn into something like that. I had to say it because that's what happens to me. All right, so that was awesome. Thank you both very much. You're so welcome, Helen. You're so welcome. Just get out there, woman, and do whatever you need to do to feel normal.
I'll be back. I closed the front door when my landlord came, so I gotta like...
Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, my bad, love. No, please, it's okay, Beck. It's all right. It's okay. It's all good. All right, Holly, where are you? There she is there. Holly, do you have, if anybody else would like a reading, please pop your donation in. We are caught up after Holly. I know Mila wants to wait until she gets home before she puts in her donation, but at the moment, this is the reading that we're doing, and then we will have caught up after that. Holly, do you have any questions that you would like to ask? Okay, sorry, I'm just picking up on a few energies. I'm just writing them down. Okay, so the things that I've picked up for you. Hi, Yoli, how are you? Happy for a general, a lot going on. Okay, all right, so let's just see if I've picked up anything about what is going on for you. Now, the things that I wrote down is there is a need, Holly, for you to bring your energies back to yourself, bring it back home. All right, bring the energies back in to yourself. They're telling me that you're gifted and you need to rein it back in. You're giving out a lot to other people, and you're depleting your own energy, and you need to make sure that you don't give them your energy. You need to, if you're an energy healer, and I'm not quite sure whether you mentioned that before, but if you do some type of healing, use the source energy, but please don't give your own energy to someone else at the expense of yourself. Right, so that was that thing. So bring that energy back in, and then I wrote after that you give a lot to other people. All right, so you have to be really careful of how much you give to other people, because you very rarely give that to yourself. And I know that this is something a lot of us do, especially when we're an empath, Holly. They're saying, and they're putting the emphasis on the empathic side of you. They want you to just remember that you are just as important as the next person is. Um, um, and they're also saying to me that you need to yes, you need to ground yourself, Holly. Please ground yourself. It feels like you're wandering off because you've got so much going on around you at the moment. It's easier for you to escape and disappear out of all the, sorry, my nose is itchy, disappear out of all of the energies, that chaos that's happening around you. But they're saying that you need to ground, and they're also telling me that you need to step up. You actually need to stand up for yourself, Holly. Something is happening with another person where you need to stand your ground, because somebody is taking advantage of your empathic qualities, because they know you'll say yes. What you need to do is speak up. Recently got involved with neighbour and troubled child. I have 3 kids, cat and a puppy. Yes. Okay. That one's for you. Okay, so this particular card, this card number 17, it's out of a different deck. This is not the same deck as before. And it says sacred action. And then it says underneath that, even though I can't make it focus, it says decisive focus on this particular card. And it says it's time to bring the active energy of the cheetah into your life. This swift cat represents decisive action and intense focus. Take an honest look at the projects or situations that you've got going, and for some reason that you've been putting on hold. Right, so they're saying that there's so much going on around you at the moment that you've basically put things on hold, and what they want you to do is work through these as you as you get confronted with them. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Anyway, perhaps you've been waiting for a better time, unsure of what you want to focus on or even what action you need to take. The card is telling you to let go of the hesitation. Your soul longs for you to move forward on your path. So whether your goal is personal, professional, or spiritual, you need to have the power to manifest whatever you desire. Now is the time to resolve and pick up a direction that your heart is calling on. So Holly, start moving forward with this. All right, this is something that they're asking you to do. So no putting things off today, tomorrow that you can do today. All right, let go of your self-doubt and fear of making the wrong decisions, because no decision that you make, Holly, will be wrong for you. All right, no decision that you make will be wrong for you. And they're giving me the goosebumps actually. The strength of your spirit will guide you through every step that you need to go through. So just please pay attention to what your higher self is saying to you. They're telling me that you communicate with your higher self a lot. What you're not doing is listening. So listen to what your higher self is saying to you, because it's trying to lead you in the direction that you need to go into. Right? Your spirit may also take you in a more global direction or sacred activism. I don't know what that means. The light of shared consciousness between animal and human can help you take decisive action to make the earth and all her life forms a top priority. Do you actually have anything to do with, you said before that you had 3 cats or 3 kittens or something like that. So they're giving me the words animal whisperer. Sorry, the information is coming through so quickly, I can't keep up with it. It's sort of like you talk to animals, like they listen to you, they watch you. It's like they've got their eyes on you and they're just watching you. Keep going with this, all right? Keep going with this. Prioritize, all right? Prioritize, Holly. You've got a lot of growth happening for you at the moment, and you know your relationship with your higher self and you in I don't know why they're showing me the sunflowers. Locky was saying before that he saw yellow flowers right at the very start. You said before that you grew sunflowers. I don't know what the sunflowers has to do with animals, though. I don't understand why you're saying that to me. Maybe, Holly, that would make sense to you. Energy healing card reading, my interest in spirituality. Okay, you love them. Yes, you do. And they talk to you. These animals talk to you. It's like you can sit there for ages and just watch them, and they'll tell you, they'll talk to you, they'll touch you. It's like you respond to them, they respond to you. Lockie, I'm going to hand this over to you. I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all of this stuff that they're giving to me.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay, I don't know where to start. I've had. Okay, the first thing that I wanted to ask is okay, hang on, sorry. There is a male spirit around you, and I know that there is a lot of chaotic energy. So I pulled a few cards, and this male spirit, I'm gonna just say, this male spirit looks to be about late 40s, early 50s, maybe a bit older, but that's just what I'm guessing by look. I'm not too sure if you've lost a male figure in your life around that age, but I'm seeing this spirit just really at me. I got a card challenged, and I feel like that's where you're at right now. Life is challenging you a lot lately, and you're being very challenged. And I feel like a lot of the times you keep to yourself with your own individual thoughts, and you stick with your challenges by yourself. And I want to say that chaos energy around you, I feel there is someone that's unaware and unwise is what I'm gonna say. So I feel like there is someone around you that's just, they seem so blinded by their own actions. I don't know if this is gonna make sense to you. Like, please let me know. But I feel like there's someone around you that just seems to be unaware of their own actions, sort of unwise of what they're doing, if that makes sense. But with that, I'm being told for you to please, like, try not to let that, like, energy really get to you, because I know you are such a sensitive person and so caring, and, like, I'm pretty sure Caroline mentioned empath. So, like, you are very, very, you feel a lot. And I feel like right now your caring sides are coming in, and you kind of seem like what I feel like the energy right now is like, I feel like a mum and my maternal instincts are kicking in, and I'm like, I need to do something. Does that make sense? That's where I feel the situation for Holly. It's like Holly feels like it's like a strong urge, like a maternal instinct to just help or do something about it. But I'm just saying, please try, let that energy do what you can without draining all your energy, because I know you so, and like, this isn't the only thing that you feel for. So, like, when something like this adds to everything else, oh, sorry, it's just, there's so much in my head. You were struggling too, weren't you? It's full on, but there's one specific situation where I just feel like someone's so blinded and I really need to do something. Okay, so I know, I can feel where you're getting this, and this male in figure is like standing to me, and he's putting his hand on your shoulders, and he's saying, "Hey, like, I know you feel, I know you have all these emotions, but please do not let it eat you alive," if that makes sense. And I know that's so hard to say, because I am like that too. I feel like if I was in this situation, I'd be fucking heartbroken and wanting to do something, and it would eat me alive. I couldn't sleep, but they're saying, please try not to let it get to you that far. I got this other cards that I got was, you are blessed and you are reliable as well. So with these two cards, I've seen moving forward, you are so blessed, you are reliable, you're there for people, you are like a support person, you are a healer, you are a reliable energy, if that makes sense. And people can lean on you to know that they feel safe, is what I'm getting. And look, people can work with you as a team. You work with people as a team in a way. You're high-fiving each other, going your own paths, if that makes sense, but you're just lifting each other. So you're someone that's really uplifting. So they do want to say, do what you can with this situation as well. They're encouraging you to do what's on your mind. Like, I'm seeing there's a lot on your mind. Like, I want to do, but it's so stressed out trying to start it. So they're encouraging you to just jump forward with everything that you want to do, because nothing's going to go wrong. And I'm pretty sure Caroline mentioned this earlier when I pulled the card. Nothing's going to go wrong. You're very blessed. And this male in spirit is really holding his hand on your shoulder while you're walking down these paths. And he feels like a very loving energy towards you, and just is making sure you get through this and, like, keep moving forward. And they're encouraging you, and see, they're lifting you up. Does that make sense? You may feel so small right now. And when I mean so small, feel so helpless is what I'm going to say. Because, like, as a baby, you can't do anything, but you've got all this mind. So you want to do all this, but they're going to help you. Okay, Uncle John. Okay, cool. I didn't want to say dad, but, like, this person is definitely not a grandfather. Like, an uncle would make sense. So he's definitely holding you with a lot, like, and wants to keep motivated, but also keep your stress okay, keep your heart, like, balanced, keep everything balanced, do your spiritual work, stay motivated in the mindset of keeping yourself happy, and do what you can without the expense of yourself with this situation. And because you're so passionate, I actually want to say, I don't know if you're single in a relationship, but I see, like, a lot of romance. Like, this card, I see a lot of love and lovey-dove. Like, so, like, I don't usually see this as, like, passionate, but, like, this one I'm just seeing is a lot, like, kissy and sweet and, like, smoochy. So I'm seeing that may be something that's coming for you, or if you're in a relationship, things are going to, like, increase in regards of like romance sides of things. I don't know. I just see a lot of love feeling you're going to be receiving. And is there someone in your family that has hearing loss, or do you know someone that has lost their hearing? Because I did get told someone's like lost their hearing or hearing loss. That was one thing that I just got on the side. Hope that's made sense. Sorry, I just
yes.
so full on fast, so like
yes.
fuck. Sorry, I got to stop.
The same happens to me. Lots of kisses lately. Yes, I've lost hearing from mother screaming as a child. There you go.
Oh, okay. So I'm not too sure if you get noises because when I heard death as well, like hearing loss, I wanted to say, do you get like noises? Because I feel like that is spirits like getting through to you is random like noises, but I'm thinking that's more than just a buzz in my ear. Does that make sense? But I can't put my finger on it. Noises a lot. Okay, so no, that I would love if you can meditate on those noises, if that makes sense. So if you can please just, when you hear a noise, stop time and just feel and listen. And I don't know if that makes sense, but I just stop at that very moment and just see what else, like feel, and know that you are protected and there's something there that's trying to give you these messages. And I feel like you're going to get comfort and love, support from those. So try stop and feel that.
Like a moment in time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where you're going to get the clarity from. I mean, I don't mean to write off the top of Locky what Locky has said here, but you will get clarity with everything that you can pick up through these energies that are coming through for you. And this next week is going to be important for you, Holly. I don't know why they're saying that, but this week is very important for you. What happened at this time of the year for you, Holly? Any other year? Or why are they telling me that this week is important for you? Something's going on this week. You get it's almost like you're going to get a lot of clarity, and well, I'm not sure yet. Okay. Just tune in to maybe it's just because you've been activated by this particular reading, Holly, that something is going to be made a lot clearer to you moving into this week. So pay attention, like what Lucky has said. Pay attention to that moment. If you can, do what he said and stop time and just tune in to that nothingness, tune into that void and see whether anything comes through for you through that. They're just
and your
saying,
uncle is a very lovely person, is what I want to say, and just very, I don't know, funny, but enough very comforting, if that makes sense. Like he jokes around a lot, it seems to be, but like it's just very comforting. No matter like what mood he is in, it feels like you're just like whatever. He's still very comforting as a person. I just feel.
Yeah, like an uncle should be. Comforting. Yeah. Holly, they're just saying to me, just make some plans. They're asking you to release some sort of illusion that you've got that happened from the past, and make a plan, change the way you feel about things. Spiritually, you're being guided. You can't go wrong. Like I said before, no decision that you're going to be making at the moment is going to, or ever, no decision that you make is ever wrong for you. So if somebody says to you, you're making a bad choice, don't listen to them. You need to do what you need to feel, what you feel is the right thing to do, right? Because that is what is written for you. It doesn't matter which decision you make, that is what is written for you. All of those particular scenarios have been thought of before we even, that's what free will is all about. You have the right to choose. And that's why the universe is ever expanding, because of all of the choices that you make. Make some plans. Yes. Make some plans. Okay, Holly, that was for you. And thank you so much for your donation. it is graciously accepted, and my share will be going to the Anti-Child Trafficking Fund. Have you signed up to both of our pages, Holly? Just let us know, because I have we read for Holly before?
I don't remember the name. No.
No.
Feels like a new energy too to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you. No, not yet. I will. Okay, just make sure that you like the live as well, just in case you forget. Then I can send you out an invite to like the page. But yes, new yes. Locky's page is in the description in the bio at the top, so just pick it up from there. In fact, I will get it myself. Hang on 2 seconds. Psychic. And I'll just pop the link in the comments for you so that you can go over to his page and like it. Thank you, Sandra. And Sonia, I did get your text before. That's fine. All right, so we have another one for Mila. Mila, are you home yet? Just let me know if you're home.
I think I may have seen earlier that she was home. Maybe.
Oh, was she?
I think so. Maybe. I think so. But that was all.
Please, people, try and get. Can we get to 20 likes? We've got 16 up there at the moment. Just give us a love heart or a like or something like that at the top, and yeah, that would be really good. And send the love hearts across the screen as well. This goes for the algorithms with Facebook. Can we all take our clothes off and go dancing around? Oh, Andrew!
It's hot enough to. It's hot. So, like I was thinking that, like, holy crap.
You're not usually saying things like that. Have you had something to drink, Andrew Kute? We'll take our clothes off and go dancing. I didn't expect that. That came from left of centre. Just finished my, what did she say? Just finished having some sandwiches. Okay, all right. Andrew Kute, do what you feel, Andrew. Yes, Andrew. Do what you feel is the right thing to do, Andrew. Because you can't. If you want to take your clothes off and dance around your lounge room, please, by all means, do it. But I can tell you where your dog Indy is going to be. She's going to be like this, hiding. Yeah, but no, you won't. Andrew, promise me that you will. Come on, I dare you. I dare you. No giggles. Come on. Come on. Promise me that you will. I don't care if Mark is there. He can be sound asleep if you like. Just commentate. We need visuals. Andrew! You notice that he stopped writing tomorrow morning while vacuuming. Okay, all right. Okay, you've got it. You're going to have all the blinds shut. You might have a peeping Tom there. You never know. All right. Okay. So where are we? Mila.
I feel like someone is pregnant. Sorry, I have to say this the whole time.
Is this for anybody?
Someone in the audience. I just feel someone in the audience is pregnant, or I don't know. I just feel like my nerve in my butt is pinching because I'm pregnant. That's what I got told. Like, I had it for a second. It's like, because you're pregnant. I was like, wait, so someone's pregnant. Like, and I just feel someone's pregnant. I don't know if they're heavily pregnant, but I feel like I already feel full term, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'm about to burst. Like, so it's just,
well, definitely not Andrew.
No. Oh, God. You never know. It could be.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
That'll be the day. I think I'll be long gone by then, by the time you guys can ever be pregnant. And oh my God, listen, I'm going to listen from up above and think they know pain. No.
There's like surrogacy and stuff like that, though. So
Surrogacy, yeah. I guess.
where like,
There you go. Her niece is about to give birth. His niece.
oh, true,
Mm-hmm.
true. Because I was gonna say, I don't know, it feels like that nerve in your butt down your leg is just like,
Yeah.
like shooting, and I feel like my belly. The way I'm gonna explain it is, it feels like my belly skin stretching. Like that's the way I'm gonna explain. Like it's stretched already, but now it's like stretching more than it should stretch. You know what I mean? Like
You're just bringing so many memories back of when I couldn't at the end, when I just could not eat, and it was you just sitting on right up here, right underneath the old boobs.
and feel it, the way I'm feeling it, it's tearing, like stretching.
Yeah.
Gross, but like yeah.
Okay. Well,
Gosh.
hopefully everything goes
That's
okay,
funny.
Andrew.
Might be earlier or something. I don't know, but in a good way. I don't think that would be a problem. But something's like, yeah, it feels like it's full term, full like about to happen. You know what I mean? Like about to drop.
Yes. Nice to have you back, Liz.
Oh, hey, Liz.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mila. I'm going to let Locky take the lead on this one, Mila, because I spoke to you during the week, and I'm just going to let him take the lead on this one.
Trying to figure out why I'm seeing just scribbles. Like I'm even drawing it. Just scribble. It feels like it's like chaos. There's something that's just.
Isn't that funny how that's coming up a lot tonight?
It is. It is. Like the way I'm seeing it is scribbles. You know how you see scribbles in someone's stomach or like as
Yes.
a picture?
Yeah.
Or that's how I'm seeing the scribble. And I don't know what type of chaotic energy. I'm trying to tap into that, but it seems. I'm trying to like.
That's come up a lot tonight, Mila. I don't know whether you were here before, but there seems to be a lot of chaos going on in people's lives.
I just feel. How would I definitely stuck in a sense, but I have weird emotions going on right now, and I don't know how to put my finger on it. I kind of feel confused, but also it doesn't feel real. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know if things don't feel real at the moment. I don't know how to explain that. Things just seem so like jumbled up, scribbled up. I don't know how to like. I feel like I don't know how to sort this. I'm seeing this like chaos as string. It's muddled up string, and I've got to bring it back to a straight line string, if that makes sense. I don't know how to sort this chaos. I feel out of place at the moment. Okay, and are you suffering from like stomach problems at the moment? So something just sort of feels like it feels like IBS or something. Like I just get this feeling there's something in the stomach that seems off. I just feel off in the stomach. I feel like this is a gut feeling though. Like I don't know what's triggering this. I'm gonna try to figure into that. She's getting insight, but it's causing gut feelings. Does that make sense? I don't know what's causing this gut feeling. I'm trying to. I can't sort through this. Like, so my gut feeling is everywhere. I was gonna, yeah. How can she sort through this?
I think she's struggling to tune into anything at the moment because of what's being handed to her, what lessons she's got going through at the moment. Someone caused it and let it go. Someone caused it and let it go.
I feel like this is hard to let go, this thing. Like, I feel this is like something that kind of stained, in a sense, her mind, where it's going to take some strong exercises, really, to get rid of that, emotion attached to it. Whatever's happened has left you, like, speechless, in a sense. Like, thoughtless, mindless. Is that a thing? Mindless?
Yeah.
I can't. So I just feel like I'm picking up on just not being able to still. Yeah. I just want to say that my spirit team is giving you a hug, and just like when they're hugging you, I'm seeing just glow. So they're healing you and just comforting you. Like you need the support right now. I feel they're sending you this. Like they're just. I'm really seeing this healing energy that my guides are giving you right now. It's just. Why? Like, something's like, it's left that gross gut feeling, sinking gut feel. I have that pending doom. You know that pending doom feeling? That's how I'm seeing this as what she's feeling. And it feels like I found something. I'm like I want to kind of, yes, like, this is like, why? It's easy to I know you have the mindset to let it go. I know Mila does. Like, you have the mind, but it seems to really be weighing Mila down. And I think the best thing, she needs to put a sand in feet, like feet in sand. Sorry, she needs to really like bury her feet in sand completely. Like, I mean, almost up to your knees in sand, just or something. Like, I need
ground.
These emotions are too like they're coming over in like waves. Does that make sense? And I need to release. Like, the emotions are like, they're like someone's may, in some sense. I don't know what has happened, but has someone put their nose somewhere where they shouldn't? Does that make sense? That's the way I'm gonna say it. Like, I'm seeing it like they've got a magnifying glass getting in someone else's business that they shouldn't be that invested in. Does that make sense? Like, that's how I'm seeing it. Like,
you're doing really good, Locky. You're doing good.
They are like, someone's really like, it's like someone's trying to just be observant of what they shouldn't be. I want to. Okay. Jeez, something happened. Sorry. This is funny. Okay, who are you? Like, what the hell?
Just say
it. Guy that is dead set. Like, I'll turn them to stone, if that makes sense. So. That's why it was weird, and they put their foot down, and I don't remember. This is a guide I don't really remember seeing, or I've seen very often. I don't know, but like, who are you? That's why I said, who are you? That's why I was like, who are you? But like, it's like they will set this person in stone, and I feel like it's because they're doing something they shouldn't. Does that make sense? I feel there's something where someone should be like, So the guides are like just saying they're putting a stop to this. They're gonna like sort what needs to be sorted, and you need to know that your guides are reliable. And like, he laughed at me and said, "Yeah, she needs to not worry. We've got this." Like, they're just laughing at me. Like, we've got this. We're reliable. We've got this. Don't stress. If that makes sense. Like, I actually feel like they're walking into their own traps. Does that make sense? Traps by life. Like,
yep.
the guides are going to put things in their way to stop what's going on. I don't know. That's the best way that I can see it. They're there. They're there. Let's come out. That frustrated card has come out, but the number's 4, and that's what I was really looking for. Like within all this frustration and this emotion that you're going, look at the angel number 4. I'm not too sure what the meaning for is, but like, yeah. I'm not big on that. I see that. If you can look up the number spiritual meaning for 4, I have no idea. But
Yep.
That's between all the frustration. Does that make sense? That number meaning is for in between all this frustration.
It says to be balanced with the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual components. It's also a number of support and stability. So it's about rooting down and taking care of yourself and your life. And one way to do that is, like what Locky said, go to the beach and just cover yourself with sand almost. Just stability, emotional, mental, spiritual, all of that.
Yeah, between all the frustration, that's what's to come, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's been a horrible week and I'm exhausted. Yeah. Oh my God, I've got 2 decks here together. I was wondering why I was getting so confused. I've put 2 decks accidentally together. Shit. That's not good. Just give me a minute, guys. One's in there. Now, I can't focus lately. It's frustrating. Yeah, I completely get that. Yeah, no, it was Sonia. It was I got a card out of the deck that popped out, and I looked at the book, and it wasn't the same card. I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on here? So as I did that, Mila's written, "I can't focus lately. It's frustrating," which is quite good. Now, card number. This card has come up for you, Mila. I will need you to tell me if you make sense of this card. It's called telepathy, right? And underneath that it says transmission, perception, communication. So have a look at that particular card. And it shows the priestess of the universal mind, the eternal voice, the light that rises from above her crown chakra, opens the doors to all spirits. And they're just explaining the card to start with, and they've got its meaning. It's a powerful card that calls on your incredible ability to reach out and communicate with the very importance of the elements of earth. So when Locky said go down to the beach and reach out, just dig yourself into the ground, not only are you earthing, but you're just reaching out to all of the elements, which is something that you may need at the moment. You just need to you need to sit with yourself for a little while, Mila. You need to be separate from all of that. I spoke to you earlier this week, and I said to you that sometimes the things that get sent to us are trials, right, for lessons. So just be gentle on yourself, right? Oh my God, you've got the cat there.
I didn't realize it till it was up there. Holy crap, he scared the shit out of me. I was so zoned out, he just jumped up and I was like, oh, I must have been off somewhere while I was just zoning out, and he didn't.
No, that's good. Yes, you do need
Sorry.
that. That's all good. So yeah, Mila, my guides are saying to me that you are being spoken to. You're another one of these people where your higher self is actually talking to you, but you're not paying attention to her, to him, to it. You're not paying attention to that high consciousness of yourself, right? Don't beat yourself up about what's been going on with you. It is for your highest good. And yes, I can see you rolling the eyes saying, oh my God, how come we have to keep going through all of these trials, these lessons? They're deliberate because what they're going to be sending you in your future is going to be exactly what you deserve and what you need and what you've been asking for. So please, as you said, please, they want you to pay attention because they're saying that the more you ignore us, the more we're going to ignore you. And we don't want that to happen, Mila. Right? So listen to what they're saying to you. And if they say to you, don't be so hard on yourself, you need to pay attention to that because they're telling it to you for a reason. Mila, we're coming to you with all of these things at the moment, and what you need to do is just take the stress, the strain off yourself. As Locky said, go and bury yourself in the sand. Do whatever you need to do. Go outside and hug a tree if you can't get to the beach. Just do whatever you need to do. Put your feet in water. Release that which no longer serves you. And they're telling me that they've been saying that to you for the past couple of weeks, and you're not releasing. Right? So again, they're saying, listen to what we are asking you to do. It's very important that you listen to what we're saying to you, right? It's a partnership. You're in partnership with your spirit guides. You're in partnership with the spirit world. You have to pay attention to what they're saying. If you don't pay attention to them, they won't pay attention to you. It kind of works. You have to work with them, right? So work with them. They're telling me also through this particular card, this telepathy card, Mila, that you have to open yourself up um, while you're asleep. So before you go to sleep, Mila, and I don't know if I've mentioned this to you or not, but before you go to sleep, they're asking you to ask yourself that you remember the dreams that you're having. Right, and you need to write them down somewhere. I'm feeling very calm while I'm saying this to you. So, the dreams that you're going to be getting are not going to be ones where you're going to be afraid to tell somebody or to do something, but they want you to pay attention to what your dreams are telling you. And if you can't understand what they're telling you, tune into the feeling, tune into the frequency of those dreams.
I was gonna say sometimes.
Why?
I'm sorry.
That's okay, but why, Mila? Why have you shut this down? Right? They're designed to help you. They're almost stomping their hands on my desk saying, why are you doing this? Why are you shutting us down? It's because I can't remember them and I usually can. Okay, so you're shutting down that part of yourself. And, I think last time I read for you on a live, I said to you that when you get messages, even while you're at work, when you get messages, you need to be able to help these people instead of shutting them down and say, no, I can't help you at the moment. Take yourself off somewhere whenever you can and help them through whatever they're going through. They need you to focus, Mila. Focus, woman. All right?
She feels like she's in like a. I would call it when I get that called a spiritual block where you just can't. Sorry, nothing seems to be working. Nothing. She needs to speak about something too. She needs to speak up.
Yep.
I just feel like can't get a word out. Sorry. Sometimes I just completely lost where I was then. Just Sorry. Yes, and that's another thing. Like when we're in this spiritual block, it's like, sorry, there's something you can't. I feel like Mila can't concentrate at the moment. Are you struggling to concentrate, Mila?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I really can't think. Like sorry, um, that would be it. Focus. Sorry, it's a thing. Yeah. So.
Okay, so all right, so Mila, do you see what's happening here? And I don't mean to be so forceful about this, but do you see what's happening here? All right, the focus is being taken off yourself. You're feeling stressed out at work. You're feeling stressed out about what's happening in your private life. You're feeling stressed out. Do you see what is blocking you? Do you see why it's blocking you?
Do you
I
know
don't
what I
want you to
actually?
see.
I feel relatable to what Mila's going through in some sense,
Yes.
where like people say all this, but you just can't seem to do it until something in you does it. Does that make sense? Like,
Mhm.
and like you can't concentrate. I get, yeah. People could be saying all these things, but it's so hard to like,
It is. It's a
you
look, and
know.
that takes a lot of shadow work to be able to get through that. I
Mm,
completely understand that. It takes me a long time to get through, and you are going through a lot at the moment, Mila. But they want you, please, because they're still panning at my desk here at the moment. They want you to open up again because they're saying they're trying to lighten your load, and what you're doing is you're making it harder for yourself by blocking it, and they want you to just allow things to unfold. And yes, you have free will, and you've done a lot of things, and you've set things into motion. You've put things into motion to stop certain situations. That's great. That's what you need to do. Um,
oh,
but one of the reasons, and I don't mean to push this again, Mila, one of the reasons why it's coming through again, and Locky started this reading not knowing what was going on. So it's another indication that you need to make sure that you allow things to start coming through for yourself again, because they're meant to help you, not to hinder you. So if you can, please just let go. Just let that mind go. Let that monkey mind of yours go. It's not helping you. Right? Get rid of that fucking little shit on your shoulder
mm,
that's telling you that you're not good enough, and that that things are happening around me, and I can't concentrate on anything because I've got so much going on. I'm overwhelmed at the moment, and this is what is stopping you from moving into that spiritual aspect of yourself, which will help you, which will help you, Mila.
renew.
There you
And
go.
I feel like I know what it like. This is I don't know how to explain, but I know what it's like to block something out because, like, spirituality. I feel like she's accidentally blocked at the spiritual sides of things out
Yep.
because of the chaos and everything around. And trying to get rid of the chaos and get back into the spiritual thing is hard. That's fucking
Very hard.
work. Sorry. Holy shit! Like it's
Very
so hard to build up, but like the renew that you get out of it, like that growth, that like transformation is like what it's all about, if that makes sense. That's
And baby
yeah.
steps is so very important.
Oh yeah. Holy
Baby
crap.
steps.
Like,
Yeah.
the more you rush it, the more overwhelming you'll get. You know, you gotta like take it slow. And overwhelming can be a serious thing, and you've gotta do the best you can to let the load off your shoulders as much as you can in your own ways. Like going to the beach or putting and what you said you're going for a long walk by yourself like
Yeah.
yeah I'm still trying to get into things, you know, and it's I feel she's at that point too, like
Yeah.
yeah it's hard to pick back up, but it is it's worth the transformation,
Oh,
the
it
hard
is.
work. Mm,
Absolutely. Mila, what they're asking you to do is, because you've been given a lot to think about tonight, and you've probably had this message before, they want you to write it down, right? And they want you to start processing some of the stuff that you've been asked to do. Just make them little things, all right? Don't make it such a ginormous task that you end up being 10 paces back and only walking 5 steps forward, because you always feel like it's never enough to get you to move forward. So, yes, write it down and just process them bit by bit by bit. Just baby steps. That's all you need to do. That's all they're asking you to do. And now they're actually backing away from my desk and they're saying, she's listening, she's listening.
Mhm.
So, write it down. Even if you go away from this, even if you sit here, Mila, and listen to the rest of the live, or, go and into the lounge room and start watching a movie or whatever you're going to be doing, get yourself a block of paper, get yourself a piece of paper and start writing them down. Pin them to your fridge, somewhere where you go every day, and look at it.
That will come. Do you know what I want to say with that? When there's chaos around, dreams are shit at times, I want to say. And I feel like not dreaming in chaos is probably a good thing, because in chaos can affect our dreams, and not all dreams are meaningful, some are just out there to be an asshole. So I feel like with chaotic energy, it affects our dreams. And I feel like once the energy calms down, that's when the more meaningful dreams are able to present themselves, when
that's stress related as well. The
it's like me.
Dreams.
I haven't had a good dream, but I know it's because I have this stress, and these dreams are just coming from that stress that, and and it happens. And sometimes you can't trust our dreams in that sense when you have chaos around. So you got to know that right now, if there is chaos, it might be best to not have dreams, because it could be, the way I'm going to say it is, blurry and mixed up. Does that make sense? You can't, it's hard to get the correct message because it's all jumbled. So I feel like once the chaos dies down, your dreams are going to pick up with that.
That's just confusion, Sandra. It's okay. The weird dreams are just a bit of confusion. It's happening to a lot of people at the moment. It's happening to me. I had a weird dream. I can't even remember it at the moment. A weird dream last week, and I could not make sense of it. But, nonetheless, there's another freaking card. Jesus. Keep coming out. So, Mila, I know my dreams will come back and things will get back to normal soon. They will. They will. Stress takes a terrible toll on us sometimes. It really does.
I want Mila to try, if she can. You know where you write something down and freeze it?
Freeze it?
I know people do it if they have someone that's like
you mentioned that to me. Yeah, you mentioned that to me ages ago.
Yeah, I feel like that for Mila right now. So a lot of times people will say, I've heard, like, if you write down, if you have a stalker or someone that just won't leave you alone, you write down their name and freeze it. They put it in water and freeze it. And that stops them from, being so annoying. So, it's...
But do you do it the way that Locky is saying it to you, Mila? Try it that way. It actually works.
It does. Hey, it kind of does, I think. Is it from who I think? Oh, true. I never really put people's name in. See, that's... Keep doing that. It doesn't have to be names either. It could be like...
Situations,
you will know what you will need to write, but like situations and stuff like that, you can also do. And pain, I feel like I would try it with pain. I don't know how it works, but maybe if you say have a sore knee, you just write sore knee and freeze it, and could be collective.
It's very similar, I think, the situation doing that with, as in tapping, like, when people have been said, like somebody at the very beginning of the live said, tap it out, because I was messing with my ear and somebody was having troubles with their ears, and she said, tap it out. So, freezing the situation is great. And And of course, my mind goes into overdrive then, saying, okay, I'm freezing this, but what happens when I unfreeze it? Do I actually take it outside? Do I put it in the ground so that it just disappears? Do I burn it? Do I just let it unfreeze because the situation is gone? What happens after that?
Well, I think that's true. I don't know. I would just, if I was to do it, I think that would also be an intuitive decision as well on the
Yeah,
situation itself. But if it was to die down, I feel like you would have to set the intention that as it like
yeah,
melted, it was
yes,
to go to where it needs to go.
yeah,
You know, like you need to know, you know, like I would want to melt it and kind of set my intentions while it's melting,
yes,
if that makes sense. To
yeah,
let that go.
yeah. Well,
Well,
however that works for you, yes. But once you've put it in the freezer and you've set it to freeze, which is great, then have an intention for when you take it out, or even when you put it in there, just set the intention that when, or if this unfreezes, that it is no longer an issue anymore. The intention. Yes, absolutely, Mila. So give that a go, because I think that's a really, really good idea.
I don't
And
know
looking
who
a lot
told
about
me.
that.
I
Huh?
feel I was like, I feel like I was only like 9 when someone told me that. Like, and
Oh,
it's just stuck. And I don't know who did. It feels like a counselor or something. I don't know.
yeah,
But someone
yeah,
did, but
yeah.
it's been something that really stuck. So I was like, yeah.
It's a very good way to deal with an issue. Very good. It might have been Pop, she says.
Maybe.
Okay, Mila, um, that is all I have for you. My guides are quite happy that you're taking this on board, and that they want you to make sure that you write down on a list and that you start getting through some of these. It's, tonight has been about chaos and following through with things. Right? Set the intentions and just follow through, just piece by piece, little bit by little bit. But and you said before you understand what we're both saying to you. Now you need to start transforming these things. Shift them out of your field of vision. Shift them out of your energy. Get rid of the fuckers. Just get rid of them. All right. Okay. All right. So we have. Thank you so much for your donation, Mila. Um, I need to get a bigger freezer.
Oh God.
My mind is going everywhere with that one, Sonia. I'm not even going to go there with that one. Liz, are you here? You're so welcome, Mila. You're so welcome. Liz, are you here?
Oh, Tina says she donated. Oh.
Yeah, no, Tina did. So we've got two here. Got one for Liz, and then Tina is after that.
I need to log it. I can hear myself. So I'll leave
Okay.
and come back.
Oh, don't see. You're gonna no. You come back, Locky. Come back, please. You can see my face. I don't want people to see what I've done to my face. You can see it a little bit, and I don't like it. So come back, Locky. Where are you? I'll just put this little picture here so that you can't see me. There you go. Have focus on what's happening over here, people, until Locky comes back. All right. Beautiful picture. See that? You're out in the sky there. You're filtering through all of those clouds. Isn't that beautiful? All right. So Liz. No, yeah, okay. Thank you, Tina. I'll take that on board. Here he is.
Hey.
I'll just put us back on. You made me go on, and you can see my face.
Oh, true. Sorry.
Yes, it is healing, Sonia. It is. Better to be names than bodies. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, those people that, you know, you write on your list and you freeze have a lot of karma coming back to them. They've got a lot of work to do on themselves. Sometimes we get caught up in their web, which we have to remember. But you are being very discerning, Mila. Okay, just remember that.
Hey,
All right.
with
Yeah.
Liz, sorry, I feel there's anxiety, but when
You
she
talking
gets
to me?
anxiety for Liz,
Yep.
when she gets anxiety, do you do something with your feet? Because I keep rubbing my feet together, and it's like I can't stop it. I've just noticed it feels like an anxiety type of thing, and I just wanted to state it's really feeling playing with my feet. I feel like I've got to like run. I don't know. You know when you got that tension in your leg and you got to run like. Okay. Did
Your
you
cat.
hear that?
I did. What was it?
The cat's not in here. I don't know what that was. I don't know what
I
that
did
was.
hear it. I did.
That was. Don't know what that was. But anyway, sorry, the cat's not even in here. That's why I was like, hang on. Yes, and it's the okay. That would be why I feel the need to. It's like it looks like I'm riding a bike or something with pushing pedals. I want to say the way I'm seeing things right now. I'm seeing like the crack, like that something right now feels broken in a sense, but in the cracks I'm seeing the light. So whatever there is, there's some shit's going on. Yeah, sorry, I can feel some shit's going on. I'm being told I don't want to specifically go into that because it's a very shitty situation I'm feeling. But I feel this pressure and this dark cloud like that just seems to be there. But I'm seeing the light in the cracks, and that's where my guides are pulling me towards speaking about more is the light in the cracks. So I want you to know that like something's about to happen to change and for the better. Okay, so shit seems pretty fucking shit right now. I'm sorry. Sorry for swearing. I feel for Liz right now because shit seems to be heavy. I got the I'm being like something good's about like gotta surely fucking happen. Like, does that make sense? I'm at that point. Like, surely something good's gotta fucking happen. That's what I'm thinking, but I know it is. Like, that's the light in the cracks. So I know that's happening for you. Is like, what am I gonna say? I'm seeing like legal with this. I'm actually seeing legal, and I'm seeing like police sirens like going. So I want you to say this is going to be taken care of. I want you to know that, like straight up. And what am I? I'm just seeing like it's like I'm just looking at a police car just speeding right down, but I feel safe looking at that police car. I feel comfort. I feel light. I feel relieved. So I want you. That's what I'm seeing right now. I don't know if. Mm.
One foot in front of the other. And yes, I understand.
Okay, so I want to say the chaos energy is you're in the middle of it is what I'm gonna say, and it's gonna need to be sorted. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna be
Chaos
sorted,
again.
huh?
Chaos again.
Again, it is. Why is everything so heavy at the moment? It feels like that.
There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening.
There's a
with
lot.
shit. Yeah.
Liz is in the middle of it right now, and I don't want to say it's going to be sorted by tomorrow or the next day or even by the end of the week, even, you know what I mean? But I see progress being made every day. if that makes sense. I feel like shit right now, but I see it like, and it's happening soon. But I don't want you to think it's going to happen within the next 2 days, if that makes sense. I feel things are going to work out. It needs to be slowly, if that makes sense, and things need to just fall into place. Does that make sense? Fall into line. Things need to be done at certain times, move at certain times. You know, like they need to move forward at certain times. They need to do things at certain times, tiptoe, if that makes sense. They have to do things timingly and accordingly, is the way I'm seeing it. It's all very legal. I don't know, is there some legal things going on, Liz? Or is there, like, are there something to do with the police? Like, I feel this is where something's really going on. And I feel,
She says yes.
yeah. I don't know if I don't know how to say. Because I don't know what I'm gonna say is I don't know if you know something that you haven't said already, or but I'm being told to say something. Speak up, say it. Like you may be worried, but you know something. I feel that's something, and this is going to get this person. I feel like could get this person locked up, or could get this person in trouble, and I feel like you need to speak up about that because I feel this is going to help, and I feel end result could possibly be behind bars. I don't like to say that, but like I do see that this person is going to deal with the consequences, if that makes sense legally. And so I just got closed really quickly then, but that's being done.
Just excuse me for a minute.
What's being done? Sorry, I forget where I'm at. Sorry. Oh, you have spoke? Yes, too much. Have you? Okay, sorry, I'm getting lost. Hang on. So Liz, I feel like you're going to have to speak up, but I want you to know it's in a safe space. Does that make sense? I think so. I want to say, yeah, okay. Would you, yeah. I just feel things are gonna really work out though. Like I do sense that. I really, in the meantime, just want you to please focus on calming your nerves, your overwhelmed feeling that's going on right now. Try your best to calm that down. I feel things do seem very run down, and I feel like right now you just need to focus on yourself and healing. It's a move closer. It's a must now. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I want you to know, like, this is all going to be work out, but the best thing you can do for yourself right now is to please just do what you can to just relax, if that makes sense. Do what you can to unwind, to release, to just do nothing if you can for a day. Like, you know, I just please do whatever you can to just unwind and try release some stress. Because it just seems like there's a lot of stress. And I feel like your body isn't good with stress like mine. And I feel like the more you stress, the more you're going to feel more run down. And I feel like the best thing would just please try heal yourself while all this is going on. Does that make sense? Like, sorry, that's very full on. That's very full on stuff, and I don't know where to like. Yeah.
There's. Oh, now I'm getting feedback. Oh, sorry. Liz, I'm getting this particular card it just kind of popped out of the deck as Locky was speaking. It's called Setting Boundaries, the Threshold Protection and Honor. So, like honoring yourself, honoring your boundaries, honoring what is happening to you for all of the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. Um, what is going on around you is causing you, allowing you to set better boundaries for yourself. All right. Um, okay. So the particular card that I've got here for you, Liz, it talks about the need. Uh, it's kind of like a cautionary card and an encouragement card. It's asking you to take the time to honestly look at the boundaries that you've set for yourself. So when we say our boundaries need to be better for ourselves, they give us lessons to be able to set the boundaries to a better place. Yes, and it is. It's about resetting your boundaries. And sometimes these lessons come to us in a way where it's very clear that what is happening is not okay. And that causes you to reset those boundaries. Um, so they also want you to ask yourself, are you sacrificing your priorities and your self-care to prioritize the needs and wishes of others? So were you actually doing that previously, and how did that affect you when you did that? Because it felt like the priority was being taken off yourself and given to someone else, given to something else. And I'm very careful about what I'm saying here, Liz. So um, just know that you've got to you can't prioritize the needs of somebody else um, at the expense of yourself. And they they're telling me that they showed you this lesson for a reason, and this will never, and you've just said that, it will never happen again because of this. And I understand that, Liz. I get that. All right? I get what that is about. I know about these boundaries now, and it will never, ever happen to me again from something that happened to me a little while ago. So, yes, it's a very big lesson for you. And they asked you to ask yourself, are you putting up with the demands? Are you being dismissed? Do you feel like you were being marginalized? Um, and even, to the point where you're being disrespected. Um, So they're just saying, it was time for you to put your hands up and say, no, enough was a fucking enough. That was the way it was. It had to stop. And that is about resetting or setting your boundaries for this particular situation. That boundaries were being crossed. Um, and that in turn invades your energy, it invades your space. It's a shift of power, basically. So you did what you had to do, right? And you did learn the hard way. But in learning the hard way, this is never going to happen to you again, Liz. Right? It just never will. You've set those you've set the clear boundaries now. You've set the limits, and nobody's going to step over them again because you're wiser to it now. So
So,
all of the shit that
yeah.
you've gone through is just it was meant to be done that way, so that you're being stronger for it.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of Liz as well. What she's done is transformed her life. Does that make sense? Like the long, hard yards that she's put in now, she's never going to have to go through that again because of what she's doing now.
Yeah. You made a choice, Liz, and you made a wonderful choice. You made a great choice. Pardon me, for yourself. Lockie, did you mention something to her before about needing to say something? Because it
I
feels
did
like
to someone. I don't know if it was.
I don't know who it's for either, but it feels like it could be for Liz. I don't know. There's something still sitting on my chest, and it feels like it's regurgitating. It feels like it's just sitting here, and I need to burp. I need to get rid of it. Whatever it is, it is. There's something still sitting there that hasn't moved. Whether or not you need to. No. Okay, they're telling me to be really careful with that. Okay, so I won't mention that. But just give me a minute. Just got a message, you, Liz. All right. So when you're ready, just have a read of that. You've made yourself a priority. That is what they've asked you to do through this lesson. You've acknowledged the lesson. It's not going to happen again. Okay. Now they're saying that once you feel that you're on top of this, they want you to activate your well, more so the masculine part of yourself, but also be balanced about your masculine and your feminine, right? Activate your power as a person, your sovereign power, your right to have things done in an acceptable way. So activate that. And this is basically coming through with this card. And hopefully you can understand when you look at that, Liz. All right, divine masculine, electric, activate the power within that you've got. All right, you are you ground to Mother Earth. They're saying to you through that card. I understand what you're saying in your message, Liz, but I want you to reread what I wrote to you.
You've gone all blurry.
Oh, have I?
Oh,
that
there
better?
you go. That's better. Yeah.
I just needed to step back. Well, maybe that's for you too, Liz. Step back. Step back, woman. It's all going to be okay.
You can see the bigger picture when you take time
Yes.
to step back and have a look.
Yes.
Like,
Now, they're
So
also saying through this, sorry, Lockie, through this particular card, that they're saying that there are some deep emotions that are being involved here, and the feelings. Some of these feelings are unknown feelings, and they're saying that it's kind of like a past life. Hang on, let me have a look in this book. And like I said, I don't use this deck very much. That particular card, if you can see it, the deep emotions that they're talking about, that they're wanting you to look, and this is what I think Jamie would call shadow work. They're wanting you to look at the patterns in your life and identify the undercurrents of emotions that are that may have been misdirecting you or misleading you. Affirm that you can release the toxic emotions and let go of any longing or need. Call upon your own eternal spirit to help you navigate these depths of feelings and influence. The power of your soul transcends all limits to time, space, and energetic current. When you feel the depths of peace it brings, you will be able to take conscious advantage of each moment and achieve joy in all of your current present existences. Or experiences, should I say. So there is a karmic lesson that was involved in this particular situation, Liz. You have transcended that. All right. So just know that with all of the things that have been happening to you, there are deep emotions involved here. And they're saying that has been a past life influence that has come through to this particular life. So you've dealt with it now. Okay. And the affirmation for that particular card, it says, I release longing and fear. I peacefully direct the current of my life in every possible moment. So just release the fear. Release that past life influence, because it's no longer going to hold you back. You are not capable of drawing in that type of experience to you again. And even if you do get tested, you're going to be discerning enough to be able to just spot it and say, nope, not happening. Piss off. Go away. Bye-bye.
I just
So
want to
radiate.
say,
It's okay. Just radiate. Radiate that you know, that self, that authentic you, that authentic version of you, Liz. It's time.
say, if you just see the growth that she's done since I first started reading, I don't know how long we've been
Yep.
reading for her, but we've been for a while. But the growth
Yep.
from that first reading to now is, I just want to hug her and say, you go, like, fuck yeah, sorry. Like,
A woman.
even though it's still hard at times, you know that you've done the right decision and you're doing the right
Yep.
steps, and life, you're not going to allow that in, because you know damn well, you're like, fuck that, sorry, but you know what I mean? Like, she's like, fuck that, I'm not dealing with shit like that anymore, you know what I mean? So she will know.
Yep.
She will
Yes.
know. First sign of things,
Good.
that's it.
Yeah. And that's where discernment comes in. You know, you will know when that
You know
happens.
when in Shania's song where she like says "Let's go, girls" or whatever, like, and like burst. I just see her burst and open that door with like, you know, being like empowered. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I think she should be empowering for relationship advice. Does that make sense? She's really lived a story to tell, you know, and someone that not only experienced things for like a short time, but for a long time, you know, and you had to build things to get the courage to do things, you know, like I'm proud. That's the main thing that I
Yes.
want to say. And I want
Yes.
her to feel is proud,
Yes.
like, because it's ridiculously.
She's achieved.
I want to say I've seen old people in their 80s in relationships still together when you think seriously they've dealt with a whole lifetime of shit, you know what I mean? And they don't leave, and you look at them and think you're so unhappy as an older person. Does that make sense? Like, and I think you've avoided that looking back and still being stuck, you know, like.
You're so welcome, Liz.
Proud,
So
like.
yeah. Proud mum and Papa Bear here.
Yeah, it's like that. Hey, it's like it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
seeing the growth that some people only dream about is
Yeah.
what is the good thing.
I just love it. I just love it. You know, I get some feedback through my messenger a lot, and I just absolutely love it. And it's not coming from an egoic sense. It's coming from a sense of, wow,
Like,
I played a part in this, in somebody else's growth, and that is what this is about.
that's
That
what I know.
I'm here for.
That's what, like, you smile, and like when someone says, "Hey, I've done something I never thought I would," like,
Yep.
and when people have released anger and frustration because of just
Yep.
small things you say, you just think, "Fuck!" Like, people reconnecting, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
of things you say. It just really fucking feels good. You know, it does.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Make a smile.
Okay. Liz, do you have any other questions before we wrap up your reading? You helped me set a light, and yes, I did only dream about you. Helped me realize we all deserve it. Blessings to you, Liz. Blessings. You're surrounded. You've got your whole team with you, and for some reason they're piling the team one on top of the other. It's like you've got a grandstand full of angels around you. It's like nothing can touch you now, woman.
And I'm so protected right now too. Even though things are chaos, that's the one thing I really want to highlight. It's just how happy it all is, you know, like good it all is in the long run. Like, sorry, I feel like I've got an eyelash stuck in my eye.
Is it gone?
Yeah. I had that happen. I had the cherry of my smoke go into my eye, like the wind, and it actually burnt my eye. Where like for days I felt like I had like a hair in my eye, but so it was like a little blister. But it was the first time it actually burnt, and I was like, like I was like,
really?
Yeah. Just because of the car, like because I smoke in the car. Whoops. But like the wind from driving just right in your eye.
That's beautiful, Liz.
I feel like she can feel the like spiritual hug, you know.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming to you. It's there. Spirit's telling me to quit. Sonia's talking to you.
But like, have you quit?
Yeah, Sonia, have you quit? Sonia? Sonia. Hello, Sonia. Calling Sonia to the piano. Where are you? Sonia. Oh! What is that little thing that I see appearing on my screen? Hang on a minute. What is it?
It's a brood finger.
I know.
Yeah, I was like, I thought you actually, that last one, I was like, wait, you being real? Like...
Yeah, I know what the fuck it is, Sonia. Sonia. I tell you what, Sonia, you have a lot of great advice there. You've got a lot of great advice, and perhaps, just perhaps, you could start doing the same thing as well. I can be there for both of you, you know.
I'm just a moody. I don't know.
No. It's just an excuse. I've been there and done that. You know, twice was really hard. The third time was a little bit easier.
I've had this 20-pack for almost a week now. A 20-pack. So
that's great.
That's
better than your mum.
Yeah, I know. And the packet only cost me $10. So
there you go. That's what you preach, sister. Guys tell me all the time. Absolutely. Hi, Brianna. How are you feeling?
Hey.
And Tina, we've got you up next, and then after that, we're up to date. We've gone for 2 3/4 hours nearly. Locky will let me know how he's doing in the private chat, and we'll see how we go. So thank you for your donation, Liz, and thank you for allowing us into your energy. And it's lovely to have you back on the live. You know, at one stage, I've watched a few different lives, not in the normal spiritual community that we all know now, but I've watched a few other people, and I don't know how they do it, and I would love to be able to do it myself, and of course with you there as well, Locky. People actually call in, they ring in.
That would.
And rather than them coming onto the live where you can just hear their voice, and we can talk to them on the live through that.
That would be
really good.
The stuff you'd be able to pick up, it'd be more intense, I reckon. More like
because I know for some people it's really like they're giving me the word hideous to come on the live because they just don't want to be seen, which is fine because it's still got a problem with my ear. It's not as bad though. So, just listening or talking to them, I haven't quite figured out how to do that. We're going to have to practice with somebody, Locky, for this to work. and see how we go with it. Not everybody, but just the odd occasion. If somebody called through, maybe it's just as easy as having my phone here and having them call through on on my number, and then it coming through the speakers.
That would be, that would help. That would be
Yeah.
good. I wonder
So
if
that's
many people would be interested in that, because that'd be so much like
helpful.
personal, helpful. It is, because all we see is the tiny little photo in the corner and their name, and it's hard.
Like I can't even see Sonia on there. I mean, all I can
No,
see is long hair, and I'm not even sure that she's got long hair anymore. Has she? Or that picture doesn't feel like it's.
that picture was like a while ago.
There you go.
Her hair's changed.
Because I talked.
That's fine.
No, but you see, you wouldn't talk too much on the live because you wouldn't be getting a reading if you did that. I completely missed this St. Patrick's Day. I don't know much about St. Patrick's Day. I've been watching all of the green hearts come up, and people have been putting things up about St. Patrick's Day all day. So that must have been yesterday, which is you guys on the 16th today or the 17th? Because we're on the 17th here.
My cat, by the way, has been meowing at me to play fetch. I've taught the cat how to play fetch. But he meows at you like he's dying if you don't play with him. So like,
now look what you've done.
He brings it back to you. So he runs. I chuck it upstairs, and he runs upstairs, comes back, drops it at me to do it again, and then just starts meowing.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, why don't you just attach to a bit of string and attach?
It is. It was so we attached it to a string usually and put it up over a door, so it hangs just in the air. But he rips it off and then runs around the house with the toy and then meows at you to play fetch. Like
that's cute. My mum and granddad were born in Ireland. I got ancestry.com this morning to find out that he was born in England, so there is no Irish blood in me now. And that I believe from my mum that my granddad was born in Ireland. Oh, okay, all right. No, there's no Irish ancestry from me either, Liz. But I'm thinking that people say Happy St. Pat's Day because I don't know. It's like saying Happy Easter. Maybe I don't know.
It's just like another way to say happy something. Like I don't know. Yes. Money, another way to get drunk for a lot of people. Like it is. Like.
All right. Okay. So let's just get this reading for Tina done.
Yeah.
Celebrate St. Pat's Day. I don't like Guinness anyway. I don't like beer either. If that's Guinness is beer, I don't know. It reminds me. Okay, Tina. Let me have it. Okay, Tina. Let's do this, Locky, for Tina.
Yeah.
I just need to sit with you for a minute, Tina. I need to figure out what's going on. That's got to be the theme for tonight, chaos.
I know.
I'm getting a lot of this. Like, see if you can follow this through, Tina. I feel like I'm. All right, this is what I'm seeing you do. I'm frustrated. I'm breathing it in. I'm not saying anything. I'm breathing it in. I'm paying attention. I'm not using my words. I'm holding it in. But what they want to ask you is, what is it that you're doing with it when you hold it in? because you can't hold it in. You've got to actually. Sorry about that, Tina. I mean, I don't know whether that was appropriate, but that was what they were doing. And I didn't know how to put it into words. And the only way for me to do it was to show you. So what they want to do, what they're asking you is how are you processing what it is that you're holding on to instead of speaking it, like, because, on a couple of occasions, I think I've said to you just to step back and watch things unfold. But what you're doing is you're holding information, you're holding back feelings that need to be let go of. How are you processing that, Tina? Right, that is something that they want you to look at. So yes, I'm feeling hot and bothered. I'm feeling like I'm doing the right thing. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying a thing. But what are you doing with the feelings that you're holding in? Thinking of how to handle it without blowing up. Yes, but it's that transition that when you sit in that, when you're sitting in those feelings, you still feel like you need to blow up, right? And you're being very upfront here and very open about it, Tina. So that's a really good thing. You're actually very mindful of the fact that you could blow up with it. So what they're asking you to do is, why is this triggering you? How is it triggering you, and how do you remove the emotions from what it is that you're holding in? Have you let it go? You need to find a way to let it go.
It's making her exhausted. Sorry, I've just got fatigue, and I feel, just want to say, I've got a shooting pain in my hand and in my arm. So I feel what Caroline's talking about is causing that health issues, like, my body to start feeling like crap. Does that make sense? Because I'm holding in, and it's true. I feel like what you see, like I'm seeing what you said before. When she breathes in, it sits, and there's no release. And it sits and doesn't.
Yeah, and
release.
the in breath is she's bringing it in, but the out breath is just pure, like, my body's, I have to function.
Yeah,
I'm taking it all in, but I feel frustrated. I feel like I'm not achieving anything. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's not helping me. That's what I'm picking up. So the next step for this, Tina, is to figure out how you deal with the emotions that you're holding on to. I'm trying to mind my business. Trying. Remember, this is your home, Tina. Remember, it's your home. And there are boundaries that you set within your home. Is it your home, or is it somebody else's home? Just remind me. Whatever it is, when you enter into your own space, that is when the things that are happening in your space need to change. I'm not home. Okay, right. Got caught out, Tina. Dropping some loud here. Okay, so they're just telling me, Tina, that when you get into situations like this, that yes, you're holding all of this emotion in, and it's not doing you any good. Like what we said, it's manifesting, and it will manifest physically in your body as something that is going to cause ill health. So what you need to do is move that energy. You need to. So they're just saying to me that what you can do is go into a meditation or start doing a little bit of healing on your own, right? Put your hands on your heart, put your hands on your head, wherever you're dealing with this, and they want you to just sit with that emotion, and then they want you to actually feel it leaving your body. Right, send it off in a bubble of white light. You actually have to see the words if you want. Type out the word frustration, type out the word anger, and put all of those emotions into the words, into each letter of the word, and then send it on its way out. And then after you've done that, see how you feel, because at the moment you're hanging on to it and it needs to move.
I feel like I'm just getting reflux, so mouth-watering reflux. Like I feel like.
So I'm kind of sitting in your body at the moment, Tina. I hope that's all right. Your guides didn't say I couldn't, so it's just an odd place to be. And it's they're saying to me that, you know, the feelings that you're getting at the moment are triggers from something that, and I've said this a lot before, you know, working with your inner child, but this is something that has always been an issue for you. It's triggering that anger, that frustration, because you're not being heard. Right? You're not being heard from when you were really little. It's like your feelings weren't important. So now you want people to see you. You want them to feel you. And the only way you can expose that to show people that is by showing them your anger, showing them your frustration. But that's not helpful at all. In fact, what you're doing is, when that happens, is you're pushing people away. So they're saying you need to shift that anger and that frustration so that you can come from a heartfelt place to tell people that you're not a joke. All right, this is my guys wanted. They're just saying to me, have you mentioned this to people? Have you actually said to that person that is triggering you that you feel like you don't matter to them, that you feel like you're a joke to them? But instead of saying it in an angry or a frustrated way, say it to them in a way that comes from your heart, so that you invite them into the conversation.
And like that's, I know I'm trying to say, like, trying to give an example, the best way to start the conversation like that. Just be like,
Yeah,
could just be any random emoji, just like, hey, I just feel like I need to say something, get something off my chest. Do you mind if I talk to you about something? You know, that eases people into the conversation and makes them feel like you truly, like, hey, like I really am struggling. I feel, you know, like you think of me as a joke. Like, you know, say this is where I feel like it may stem from, or these are what makes me feel like these ways. So is there anything I can do to fix that?
yeah, yeah. It triggers me when you say things like this. It triggers me from when I was a child and nobody listened to me. How can we work through this? I talk, but it's like on deaf ears. Okay, so okay, so they're just saying to me, Tina, you're smart enough to find a different way to make sure it doesn't fall on deaf ears. You're in a really tough predicament at the moment where you're not able to be on your own. You do have space that you can call your own, and what they want you to do is just remember that that is your space, and that if you want, you can lock the door and you can stay in there to be who you are, to be who you want to be. Even to the point where you can put a sign on the door saying, do not disturb, I'm asleep, or do not disturb, I'm doing a meditation. That doesn't mean that you have to be in that space at that time. It just means that you have the right to have your own time. Relika, how are you?
With, I feel
I got this. Yeah.
the one thing I really want to ask is to please try release, like, you know, try like release that stress, you know, while you're going through that stress, because like that is the main thing that I'm picking up too, is she seems to like hold on to it. She feels like she's bringing it, like she releases it, but it still seems to stick for some reason. Does that make sense? I feel,
Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel, but I just sense the thing. Sorry, there's a lot of chaos, and I think with a lot of quieting
And you know
down,
what?
yeah.
Like,
Sorry, I can't. It's making me not be able to focus on one
yeah,
thing because it just keeps jumping.
yes, but this chaos is also
Mm.
stopping her progression. It's stopping her
Mm.
from moving into a more authentic version of herself.
And I feel
Um,
like it's causing things like hot flushes, reflux. Like I've been feeling all this doing the reads. I could feel that overwhelmingness. And I wanted to say before, like we tell everyone, loving yourself is the most important thing, you know, loving yourself, you're number one. And I want you to keep focusing that now. Like, you got to make sure, instead of worrying if people think good of you, you know, make sure you think good of yourself, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I'm trying to explain it, but I'm working through that chaos
yeah,
energy, trying to, you know, but I do. Mm, um,
remember yourself. They keep
mm,
saying to me, Tina, remember who you are. Remember
mm,
who you are. Remember that. Oh, okay. So they're saying that they're being that they're giving you the chaos at the moment because you want peace.
mm.
Right? They're giving you the chaos because you want peace, and in order to find that peace, you need to be able to work through the chaos. So working through the chaos means you will find your peace while you are in the chaos.
I
That's
keep
what they're.
drawing half moons. I don't know why. Half, like, you know, the quarter moon, crescent moons.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why, but the whole time I've just been drawing heaps of them by accident. I feel for her. I keep seeing like crescent moons, and I feel like she needs a nighttime relaxation where she can just go outside of a nighttime. And I feel like look in trees for night animals. You know, look at things for awakes. Look at the nightlife. I don't know if you know, but I feel that may be her time to retreat and to just feel good is in the
Find
dark with
something.
nature. Really, like in under the moons, under the stars. I just feel like doing that is going to just help get through these things and help you just release that little bit, that tension that's just always there. I mean,
Tina,
yeah.
can you see outside of your window? Because I'm picking up on what Lockie's saying, and they're just drawing my attention to you looking up at the stars. But what I want to know is, in your room, in your private space, are you, from your bed, are you able to look out the window and look up at the stars? Don't close your curtains. They're saying to me,
Mm.
don't close your curtains. Allow that to come in.
Simple moonlight, like allow the moonlight. Like
Yeah,
that's where, because I'm seeing the vision and it's like, you know, light, moon does light
yeah,
up the world. So
yes.
like that light itself is so healing and powerful. I just feel she needs to allow, especially what you said, don't like have your windows closed. I feel like that blocks moonlight it from coming into your room, and sleeping with moonlight coming into your room, it just be what you're naturally meant to do. Does that make sense? Like,
You've got no. She's got no windows in her room.
ah,
That must feel really weird, Tina. I have to stand by. I have to stand by door. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. All right. Can you put a mirror somewhere so that it reflects it?
yeah, I
Maybe.
was gonna say, is there anything you can do to just decorate your room to make it look more like, you
Yeah.
know,
Or even a set timer with some fairy lights or
mm,
something like that. Or
there's those
anything.
things that release the stars on your walls. It's like a projector thing, and like
Yeah.
it's just your wall and room's all starry. Even that, like something you can just lay in bed and look at the stars and count them, or dot to dot. You know, just let your
Yeah. Because
mind.
something needs to shift.
Mm,
Mm. It happens, Caden, sometimes because she doesn't have any choice at the moment. Great idea. Yeah. Yes, Liz. That's a great idea. Tina, take on board what Liz is saying.
Yes.
Maybe some plants in your room.
Mm.
And there's a lot of people I've seen, the limited amount of time that I put my TV on. I am noticing, and I've noticed it more at the supermarkets as well, in offices, that people are putting more green plants in their space to help clear energies, which is quite amazing. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's been a 70s and 80s thing, and it's starting to come back. Even my daughter said to me, I'm going to go out and buy some plants for the house. And I said, what? Because she's not really into them. I've always had plants in my house.
Well, we breathe what they produce, really. So, like, why, like, you may as well, very beneficial.
Okay, Tina. So I think, in amongst all of this chaos, that they're wanting me to say it again to you. With the chaos that's going on around you, they're giving you the chaos so that you can find peace. And the peace will come during your chaos. That's where you need to look for it. That is your lesson. That is how they're delivering it to you. So if you can find peace within your chaos, even if it's for 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, even a minute, whatever, just start again, baby steps.
Mm-hmm. That would be a collective message, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Caroline, you've got lots of hearts there. It's beautiful. Tina, is there anything else for Tina? Tina, are you off balance at all lately? Like, are you off balance? Do you have a balance issue? Like, I feel like I'm a little bit off balance, and I'm not even sure that it's an infection. I just feel like I'm off balance. Like, I'm not. I turn and the whole world turns with me, but it turns slower.
I like vertigo.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's just it's not dizzy, but it's off balance. It's lightheaded. That type of feeling.
Sort of takes a while for your eyes to catch up.
Yeah. It almost feels, it could be middle ear. I just feel a little bit off balance, and it makes me feel sick at times. I think what they're saying to me through that, Tina, is this is the manifesting that's happening, the all of these emotions that that you feel stuck in at the moment because you're not responding to certain situations. You feel like you're hitting a brick wall, that you're talking to a brick wall. These feelings that you're holding on to that nobody is listening to you about, it is causing an imbalance in your body. So, when you walk, can you just be mindful about where you're putting your feet? Can you be mindful of where you step? Just walk a little bit slower for the time being until you can get your balance back. Right? That balance in your body is a metaphysical way of saying that your life is not in balance at the moment. And that's okay, because that's where you are. So please be careful with that. Can I journal the emotions to it? Yes, you can. Yeah. Absolutely, you can.
Even the freezing, writing it down and freezing it, things like that, just all things you can put your intention towards helps,
When you do that, Tina, you have, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure Locky just said that. Sorry, I was off in a zone on my own. Setting that intention it's okay to do this, but the intention has to be made when you do it.
That's the biggest
thing,
is making that intention with the strongest power in yourself.
That is to go with it. when you write, when you do the journal and you write your emotions, like sometimes I've written so hard that I've actually scored through to the next couple of pages because I'm so angry with it. And my emotions are going into the words. All right, release the emotions into that journal, Tina, and allow yourself to see it running from your body, from you into the pen, onto the paper, and going. You need to visualize it. You need to see that it's shifting. I've heard breathing exercises may help. Yeah, more Caden. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't help.
Hard times with setting intention. Yeah. Well, see, having that thought is what weakens the intention. Does that make sense? So saying, I have a hard time, that's you having a hard time. It's saying you're having a hard time.
Yeah.
If you believe strongly and say it is working, even when it feels like it's not, it's building that strength for that intention. Like, does that make sense?
Yep.
So, do you struggle? Is your breath out of struggle? Because I'm struggling to finish my sentences. Sorry, I just want to say I'm struggling to finish my sentences without feeling I have to just blurt the rest out. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah. See, Tina, what you're doing when you write this sort of thing is, and you're being very honest, which is a great way to learn. I have to tell you that, Tina. You're saying, I have a hard time with setting intentions. What you're doing is you're saying to yourself, I can't do this. I can't do it. It's just too much for me. So your brain, I mean, when you say out loud, I've got this, I can do this, you're setting your brain into emotion. Oh, I've got this. I have actually got this. It's the same as smiling. Your body doesn't know whether you mean it or not. It's a smile. It changes the physiology of your body. It doesn't know that you don't mean it. All it feels is this smile.
Indigestion.
Okay. All right. Okay, Tina, I think they've given you enough to think about. They want you to, your homework, as Jamie would say, is yes, you can do it. Yes, that's it, woman. You can do it. Now just follow through with it. But you can see the difference between a fake smile and a real one. Yes, I know you can probably see the difference between a fake smile and a real one. But your body doesn't know, Sonia. Your body doesn't know the difference. So if you wake up with a grin on your face that is this way, your body will just wake up and have that sort of a day. But if you smile, you change the day. Oh, you can hear that, Liz. Oh, good. The feeling
it is really nice just through here.
Good. I'm glad. It's actually, I'll show you up on the screen.
That's nice.
It is. It's purdy. I
wonder where that is.
Hey?
I wonder where that is.
It's Native American music. It's Indian flute, so I'm guessing it's somewhere. Hang on, let's have a look. Doesn't actually say.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd rather just go across there in a helicopter. Thanks, Sonia. I'll You can go for a wander across there if you like, and just get me one of those face masks that you can wear underneath the water where that is as well. And I don't want that little thing that you've got in your mouth. I want the whole face mask so I can see what I'm doing. All of that. I want the best stuff. All right, guys, that is it for Tina. I think we might just do a few readings that are free that we can do, but I want to see the likes on the live go up from 23. So whoever has not liked the live, please go through and like the live, and when we get about 3 or 4 more, we'll do a few free readings for people. They will be short ones, but that's just an indication of what you can get from us for an in-depth reading. 28, that's very good. Keep going. 2 more, up to 30, please. Let's keep it going. Hi, Maria Damas. I would love a reading. We just like the live, like our pages, and we will do a small reading for you. 29, 1 more, guys. Who hasn't liked the live? Probably. I mean, have you liked the live, Locky?
Have I? I don't know if I have. I don't know.
Actually, did somebody go into your page and see if it was live streamed to your page?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Would love a birthday message, please. All right, so we've got up to 30. That's good. Please like and follow both pages for notifications on future. Thank you, Tina. All right, so ask your message. You would like to have a reading, but I would, not so much for Locky, but I am going to look through these particular chats and answer your question as intuitively as I can. It will be short, so just write your question there and I will go through them and see what we come up with. Sonia, what type of message are you looking for, mate? They're telling me apple cake. Apple pie. Apple pie? I'm just joking, Sonia.
I don't think it's live streaming on my page.
There must be something that we have to do before the live starts. People who are writing in here for a reading, please show me your question, okay? And if Locky picks you up, he can do a short reading for you as well, but I would prefer a message, a question. Will I change jobs shortly, please, and thank you. Kim, I'm getting for you that you won't be changing immediately. You have some unfinished business to do in your job. Once you've attended to that, because if you don't figure out what the issue is with your job, it will come back to you in another job in a different form. They're telling me, Sonia, that you need to stand independently. You need to actually start speaking your truth. You have messages that are coming through, but you're not doing anything with them. You need to speak, and if that means you coming onto this live with Locky and myself, that would be really good. So step into the unknown. All right, step into it because you are capable of doing it, and be mindful. Be mindful. You've got this. You actually have got this, Sonia, and you just need to stand independently. Where do you think Locky gets these I don't know, his spirituality from? You don't think that you've had something to do with that? All right, you just need to, you need to Step into it. I'm just going to stop the screen. I've got to get rid of that screen. Just step into that area, please, Locky, Sonia. Just step. Right? Start doing something. And, I've asked you before if you've wanted to come on this live and you've had a reason, an excuse not to. When you are ready, you need to tell me. Okay? That is what I mean by standing independently. You tell me when you're ready.
That would be hard for her, but she would do it.
It is. But stand independently. Be relaxed about it. Just stand independently and let me know. I may have helped a little, but I'm good at talking and not doing. Exactly. And that's one of your lessons, Sonia. And this is ending up being a little bit longer. Did I do Claire before?
I don't think you did.
Oh, I did Kim, but not Claire. Claire. Again, do you have anything for Claire? Because she's just said general.
With Claire, I just seen moving forward and like going from one place to another. That's what I was just seeing instantly before, but I can just see. Because the way I'm seeing it, she's just like almost, what is it called? Where you jump from one place to another without having to actually go there. You're just there all of a sudden. Like, sorry, what's going on? There's a lot of energy I can't quite put my finger on with Claire. I don't know if she's confused about something and can't quite put her finger on it. I feel like I'm searching and can't put my finger on. Astral travel. Oh, yes. That might be why I'm searching, because I'm seeing the searching. I'm very. How would I explain the energy I'm feeling? Do you feel that like this?
I just feel like I'm jumping around all over the place.
And I feel very like she's very mystic, in a way.
Caroline, you need to do some work on yourself. You need to master your own being. They're telling me. I don't know what that means, and I'm hoping that you will understand that. They're saying you need to master your own being, your own beingness, to be in yourself, to be that authentic you. You tell other people to do that, but they're asking you to do that for you as well.
I also just got the card nurture, but when I seen that, I got told nurture your dreams and your goals. So I feel right now would be the best time for her to just really nurture what she wants in life, what she wants to do, really nurture you.
Tina, I don't know where your divine partner is, and it's probably my guides don't tell me where they are or who they are, because if I give you the wrong information, you'll close down to this. So what they're saying is to me is that you need to do this work on self first, right? Because if you're asking for your partner to come through to you now, they're going to give you another life lesson through that person. So start working on self first, and this will happen by itself. Here's another person that searches. Maria. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something outside of myself. I don't know whether you're with anybody at the moment, Maria. Mandy, I'll be with you in a second. Maria, if I don't know if you're with anybody at the moment, but I feel like I'm alone in this world. I feel like I'm never enough for somebody. You just, it's like you're looking for something. You're looking for love, or you're looking for nurturing on the outside. This is not going to happen on the outside. It needs to come from within first. Pay attention to what you are and who you are and the needs that you have, because you can give them to you.
I feel like she's really set on a task at the moment where she's just like with the looking for something too. Like it's like I see her really focused on finding information on something, like trying to work out things is where I just see her
Yeah.
really searching. Mandy's another one that has something she needs to say. You're doing this, you're holding your chest too. Like, I feel like there's something in my throat that I need to get out with Mandy.
Okay. Work with that, Maria. Work with it. Okay. Find it from within first. Because if you're looking for it from outside, you will always get that feeling of I'm never enough. So figure out who you are first. Mandy. Mandy, you need to trust. They're giving me the word trust. They're saying you need to trust in what is happening. They're also asking you to harness your feelings. It's like I'm riding around in this chariot at the moment and the horses are going berserk. They're kind of traveling all over the place. And they're actually, it feels like the horses are in control. But they want you to remind yourself that you are the one that's in charge. And that you need to direct the horses. You need to direct what's happening. Harness the horses, harness the vehicle of your life, harness the feelings, harness what is happening around you. Don't allow the feelings um, to take over. You have to control the feelings so that you can put them to good use. But they are not. Make them listen, Mandy. Make them listen. All right, you are the one that's in charge here, not the other way around. The spirit world is not in charge. You are. That is what free will and the right to decide is all about. So you are the one that's in charge. So you fucking show them, woman. Take the reins. Chloe, please like the page before we give you any short readings. That would be really good. You have no choice. Good. Glad to hear it. We are just about done for the night, guys. So if you have any questions, please make them very quick now, because we're going to be leaving the live shortly.
That music's so chilling. Like it just keeps just relaxing me. Yeah.
I love the flute. The Indian, especially, I could kind of sit there and doze off to it. And I do like it on the live. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good in the background.
Yeah.
Takes you off places.
Yes. Yes. All right, so it doesn't look like anybody has any more questions or anything like that. I just want to thank everybody for being on the live with Locky and myself, and for the donations. Anything for me, Zoe, Maria. You need to like the page first before you ask any questions, guys. We've been here for nearly 3.5 hours. You've liked it, Chloe. You got anything for Chloe?
I get a lot of healing needs to be done with the heart. I do sense that a lot. And what I'm going to say is a sense like replacing her own heart with her self-love. Does that make sense? So I feel, Chloe, the best thing to do right now is to try focus on, replacing your heart again with your love, if that makes sense. And knowing it's okay to love yourself and be content with your love, if that makes sense to you. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like I've got to replace my heart with my like self-love, if that makes sense.
Okay. Just give me 2 seconds, Locky.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Guys, we have one more reading to do, and that will be the last reading that we're doing for the night. It's for Shannon. Shannon, are you here? Shannon Manilow?
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Shannon. That was very. You snuck through. You're snuck through, Shannon. But thank you for your donation. Okay, Shannon, do you have any questions that you would like to ask? Sneaky, yes, sneaky. Yeah. I'm so glad that you guys like the music. All right, Shannon. Now, I was writing down something as you were typing, and all I'm getting for you at the moment is go get them. Nothing is going to stand in your way. So just tell me whether or not that makes sense to you. Because I feel like you're on a mission with something. We're just about to finish up for the people that have just come on. Apologies for that. So, Shannon, go get them. Nothing is going to stop you. That's what I'm picking up for you. Does that make sense for you, Shannon? You've got you. They're asking you to stand in your power at the moment. You've got something that in the wind that you want to put into process, and they're asking you to do this. They're backing you. They want you to step up and fucking do it. They said you've got this. Like nothing is going to stop you from doing it. This mammoth does, definitely on a mission, a spiritual journey, career and fulfillment. Okay, all right, good. Do it, all right? And after I said that, the Queen of Cups has come up. So, just make sure that you step into this, because there are decisions that you will need to make in order for this to happen. Decisions which are going to be created from you in order to start what it is that you need to do for yourself. And no, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be something that they're going to be asking you to keep stepping up into, keep working at this. Don't give up.
I pulled a few cards, and the first thing I got was like, you've got the wisdom to move forward. And that's what I wanted to say. It's like, your mindset is what is going to benefit you for what is in the future, is what I'm going to say. So the way she uses her mind and the way her mind thinks is what's really going to get her places. So just with that, I'm being told, just do it. Just take that leap forward, take that. And then I'm seeing her taking that step, that like this one step forward that finally makes that decision. And you're going to be satisfied. Like, your wisdom is going to lead you to satisfaction, is what I'm going to say. So I feel like whatever it is, taking these leaps of faith is going to get you into that satisfaction, that satisfied mindset. And I got the card understanding. And with that, I do see that, like, you're going to look back and understand why it took you so long, like why you were hesitant and why you took that step that one specific day, and why you'll understand why you did things a certain way. And I feel like this is where things are going to start matching up, and you're going to start really getting the puzzle of the confusion. Does that make sense? Like, I'm finally getting the end result of this puzzle from all the confusion that I'm trying to build, the puzzle. I got the card renewed, and I see that because her wisdom is like leading her to all these things, she's just renewing. She's renewing using her wisdom instead of holding it to herself. She's expressing it to the world. And I feel like that's what's going to renew her. And I feel like right now she needs to take that step forward. And this is where the perspective card is where they're doing that leap. Like, and the leap of faith is going to make you change your mindset, and it's going to make you have a different perspective. And I want you to know it's all going to be okay. And I also want to say, if there are people on the sidelines that you're worried about, that this might affect them, don't. Because I feel like anyone on the sidelines, they are able to handle their own things.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Well, the card reassured, and that's the guides, like, reassuring you that, like, your family, your friends are going to be okay if you just take this step for yourself. Don't stress about, what, or like even colleagues, I don't even know. Don't stress about other people, because they want you to know that they're going to sort whatever they need to do to sort out, they're going to just do their thing. And you taking this step is really no big deal to them, if that makes sense. I don't know if you're worried about, like, if you feel like you have to tread around other people, if that makes sense. But I feel like you don't. Like, they got their own, they're good, they're sweet. Then that's the fascinated card, and that's where you're going to be, look back and think, holy shit, like, you're fascinated about how you took one step leads to another, and then that's just going to lead you to more and more, and you're going to be fascinated about what else you can do, if that makes sense. What other steps you can do to move forward, to grow for yourself, now that you don't have that lingering pressure of feeling like you have to work around other people, if that makes sense.
It does, and you've basically said what I wanted to say, but in a different way. Shannon, no treading anymore for anyone. My life for everyone else for 48 years, but no, not any longer. No, and Shannon, as you say that, I have this card here, and I want you to see that all of these things that you've done in your life, all of the things that have happened to you, have been here, and they've been for a reason. But this is who you are. This is you. You're the owl here. You're the wise owl. I mean, everything else has just passed by, but you're sitting in this. You are sitting in your power. And what I wanted to say about this particular card is there is somebody around you. The King of Swords usually represents somebody who identifies as wanting to do things his own way and feels that he has everybody else's needs under control, and he feels like he's doing the right thing, but he's not. He is actually standing in your way. All right, so move him out of the way, because you've got places to go, woman. You've got things to do, right? And all of the things that have been happening to you over the years is leading up to where you are heading now. All right, I love the Moon card. She is just exquisite. And this is where it's going. You know, you've turned full circle of some sort. They're telling me that you don't have any karma to pay back anywhere. That what you're doing now is basically writing your own story. So, you know, you are creating what you are doing. And like I said to you before, go get them.
She's in a new chapter of life.
Yes.
Where it's about her, you know.
Yes. Yes. And if you've been doing this for 48 years, any wonder they're saying go get them. Nothing's going to stand in your way. That's exactly what they were saying right at the very beginning. Somebody may even make you an offer, Shannon. I don't know whether you've got any proposals that you want to put into place, but somebody may have an offer that you won't be able to resist. And my guides are saying, if you feel that it's right for you, take it up. I'm not saying for you to take it up, but the cards are indicating that it is something that you will be able to deal with and do, and it's going to be a win for you. You know, the Knight of Wands is coming towards you. That tells me that this is going to be really good for you, and it's about the balance as well for you, Shannon. You've got a lot of things balanced out in your life now, and as you said, it's been all about other people for the past 40 odd years, 48 years, but not anymore. So, you know, do this for yourself. You've given much of your life for other people, and now it's your turn. Ending of old ways, beginning of new ways. With the Death card. I actually like the Death card because it tells me that you're closing one area or one door in your life and you're opening up another one. Right? This is all the people that you've been giving to. Now it's your turn.
I agree. Like it's a whole new chapter for her.
Yeah.
Me and myself.
So can I.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like we're having a four-way conversation.
Yeah.
Shannon, do you have any questions about your reading? That's an awful lot to take in. There was a lot of messages in that. Is there anything else for Shannon? Go on.
I feel like I need to rub pressure points, like, you know, I've got like a little headache. I've got my back sore. I just feel like I need a massage or rubbing things. Like, I just feel sore and stiff, and I need to rub it out.
Yep, and they were showing me a bed.
Yeah.
It's like I need a little bit more rest. I need a little bit more relaxation. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm thinking too much. I just need to. I need to have me. I just need to be me. And yeah, I'm. You know, as you say something about the temples, I feel like I have a little bit of a headache coming on. Stop thinking. They're saying, Shannon, stop thinking so much.
Feels like that really annoying headache after you have thought about something for so long. Like something's just happened, you've thought and thought and thought, and then you're just like, oh fuck, like I'm so overthinking about this, you know, and you get that headache. So that's that type.
Yes. Yes. You are actually going to walk away from that. Okay. So whatever you're doing at the moment, Go get them, girl. Nothing is going to stand in your way. Absolutely nothing. Shannon might have dropped out, I think, by the look of she's, because I can't see her here at the moment. Oh, there she is. Thank you so much. I feel I need this for myself. This is exactly how I've been feeling. I need to my true self back, and I overthink constantly. That's the beginning to the end.
Yes. Yep. That's beginning to end needs to stay highlighted. Like, like,
you've got this. You've got it, Shannon. You've absolutely got this.
I feel like her mindset just kind of locked it into place just then, because I seen like a padlock being locked into place in her mind. So I feel like she has got that sense of determination now after this reading. I feel like something's happened where she's getting that more of determination.
Yes. There's definitely a shift coming for you, Shannon. Definitely a shift happening. All right. Definitely at a crossroads. This is all happening for you. It's like you're the empress, you're the high priestess, you're the empress. You've got this under control. You you're basically in touch with every aspect of your life. So now it's time to give it back to yourself. And with that, I think do you have anything else for Shannon?
I just feel a sense of relief and comfort for her. So I feel like I more so just want her to feel that energy I'm feeling, that the guides are giving her, that comfort, that hug, that support. That's just the main thing I want her to feel as we close up.
Just give her a minute, I think, to write. She must be a slow typer. Come across them all day.
That's true.
Here we go. I'm determined. I won't stop, and I can't stop. Thank you both. Wonderful reading. Thank you, Caroline and Locky. Awesome. You're projecting yourself. I mean, your energy is just simply it's in a really good space, Shannon. So use it. 2023 is going to be a good year for you. We're already into March. Going into April, May. I think you're going to start really stepping up and putting things into place for yourself. And your boundaries are going to be rock solid, rock solid.
So the song "You're the Voice" by John Farn.
Yes,
that's the song that's coming through for like Shannon, I feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blast, I don't know who you are. Put your question up and I will give you a quick yes or no from the pendulum. Shannon. I'm being asked to tell you that you need a dream catcher. If you've got a dream, I don't know where that came from, Shannon, but it's saying to me that you need to find yourself a dream catcher and keep it around you.
If possible, make one.
Yes.
They're always, yeah.
I've been gathering all of these feathers since probably 6-7 years ago, and I've got them all in a glass in my kitchen because every time I go out for a walk, I find these feathers. I keep thinking to myself, oh, what am I going to do with these? And I keep thinking, I could make a dream catcher, but I don't know how to do it. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Start with the ring and then...
Yeah, start with a ring.
Yeah.
Right, Shannon, so see if you can get that dream catcher going. I don't know why, but it must have some sort of significance for you, Shannon. Dream catcher, catching your dreams. Beautiful. I will get one. I had the idea of a wolf tattoo with the dream catcher just last night. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Tattoos. Tattoos
Yeah?
suck at healing. I always sit there and think, I love tattoos. I can't wait to get one. But then, like, forget the healing process. And that sucks. I don't know why I do it, but, like, it sucks. The healing.
So
I
forget
don't.
say that again?
I hate the healing process of tattoos.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
It can't be that bad, surely.
Just how it gets itchy and like
Oh,
stabby and
yes,
gross.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like it's yeah. It's just so annoying and like scabby and ugh. But I love tattoos.
Yes, I don't have any, and I really need to think about getting one.
You
Let's
should.
have let's have a look at this for Blast. Blast. I have no idea who you are, and I'm running completely blind with this Blast because I've not got a name, I've not got a picture, I've not got anything, so I'm relying heavily on the energy that you're putting into this. So, Blast from YouTube has asked a question. Can you see, can they see your vision? The answer to that is yes. You just have to set your mind to it. Once you've set the intention, then it's time for you also to follow through. Set the intention and just do it. You have to trust. You're welcome. It's completely up to you. As long as your ambition is for the highest good of yourself, it's going to work for you. A few complications on the way, but they're saying that it will work. As long as it's for the highest good of you or anybody that is that surrounds you. Okay, people. So we are going to end the live. It's been nearly 4 hours for us, and Locky has done such a wonderful job tonight doing 4 hours with me. He's doing really good. He's got to go and eat something. I wish I was there so I could join you and eat it as well. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to find out after the live's finished.
Junk food.
Right. Yeah, junk food. Too. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to our live. And all being well, all being good, we will be back next Friday. I haven't got anything written up for Tuesday, so if we decide to do a live during the week, we will let you know via the events on my page. All right. So love and light to you all. And again, thank you for the donations. My share will be going to the anti-child trafficking, and I'm sure it's going to go to a great cause as well. Right, people. Thank you, Locky, for coming on to the live as well.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone, for joining too.
Okay.
It was good.
Good night, people.
Good night.